thing was so freaking funny.
What's
You
that?
know, you know, what's her name? Arasta has been signed to Rock Nation.
When you say Rock Nation, when you say the Clips album, when you say Rock Nation, I saw it.
You know,
I wanted to send it, but I was busy.
yeah, so the Clips album for people who haven't seen the tweet. So Arasta tweeted that Clips album goes mad with three fire
Yeah, yeah,
emojis.
yeah, yeah.
And the producer Still Goji at Still Goji quotes it and says Rock Nation Joe now. You
Because
know,
it,
and
it doesn't sound authentic, right? Like it
it
doesn't sound
doesn't fit.
authentic. It doesn't fit. Yeah, I'll
It
start
doesn't
choosing about the
fit.
clips. It's not even your era. Definitely. So it just is displacement, pure like
Yeah, it's
evidently
placement. Exactly, it's
displacement.
placement.
Didn't make
It's
sense at all.
placement.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
using you. It's almost like wow. And see, the way you said it now as placement, even just rejigged how my brain thinks about it. They are using
Yeah.
you as product placement.
Yes, it is.
So they are using. So essentially, do you know what's going on here? This is
Yeah,
amazing. They are using someone they have a partnership with, but the advertising goes both ways. Like they are also they signed her up
yeah,
as an artist to work with her, blah blah blah. But they are also
yeah.
using her channels, her platforms as a
Our
marketing channel.
platform as a marketing channel too. Yeah, yes.
Let me see
So
how many followers she has on Twitter. 1.8 million followers on Twitter,
yeah, yeah. And
right?
especially African based, Nigerian based, like Nigerian geared towards
Y-
Nigerian like followership, right? In
African
terms of
based, right? Youth,
African
pop
based, yeah,
culture,
pop, yeah, yeah.
Black American pop culture, because they've been pushing her on some interviews and all. We'll talk about her style later. See, I love all the thing they're doing with her. I just need the music to come out.
But you said this about Resta every time as if she has like she's not a banging artist. Like she has like a very good album, right? Like, come on,
Yeah,
we've
but
talked
you know
about
what
this
my
thing.
no, but you know
You
what
always
my
have a
issue
problem with
is.
her writing,
No,
which
no,
is not a
that's even one side, right? Okay, forget that. The album is out, everything. Why don't they promote the album?
oh, okay, definitely. I don't think
They
they have
put
an incentive to because I think they moved on. They moved past the album.
like
I don't
the
know
new
why.
song, right? The new song is not even on. Like they've moved on from the album again. They did it. They've done it
Yes,
to our two projects now.
yes, true, true. Which they didn't push enough. I agree. I like the last album. I don't think they pushed it enough. To be very honest, yeah, true, true.
You know. No, that clips tweet was it because I saw it. I was like, her star clips. Is she jumping on the band like the
Yeah,
hype? You know what? It's even if you listen to clips,
yeah.
it's still something because the way she is now, everything she tweets, the way they use their to social media, right, is very
It's very
strategic.
strategic. Yeah,
Even her brand
yeah.
handlers will tell her, right, that's not what you
She
should
does
be
not
tweeting
listen.
about,
She does not listen to the clips. Don't worry.
except she listens to it's like how Doja
So,
Cat was on I think Instagram Live and she was rapping Little Brother.
little brother. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I
even
remember.
made them go viral because
Yeah,
I was watching
but
one of their
that's
documentaries.
authentic. That's authentic. That's
Do you
out of our
understand?
own
Because you know
interests. Yeah,
Doja is a hip hop
you know
head.
Doja. Doja is a hip hop head. Yeah, yeah.
You know, so
And
when
she's also like
she was
very big
rapping Little
into
Brother.
African American culture, like into like urban culture. Yeah,
Mm,
so that makes sense because it's Doja. She's a rebel. You know.
yeah. So when you know
Yes.
you if you're going to talk about the clips and you want to talk about it from an authentic point, I would love to see like a video of you rapping to a record.
Yeah.
Then I know
Yeah.
okay, you discovered them. That's okay because when Hell Heart
Yeah.
Fury came out, she was in primary school,
Yes, she was.
or maybe she wasn't.
And
When wait, let me check her
and
age.
historically, and it's just historically, like it's not something that we've known, like we've ever like known about Rasta. We've never seen you rap to even the Nigerian rappers record, like something like that. Do you get? So it's not something that we usually associate with you. So this is kind of off. It sounded like the tweets seemed very off. So it was very obvious that it's for like marketing purposes, you know.
Okay, so do you know what is crazy?
Yeah,
What is crazy is when Clips drop their this is like their debut studio album, Lord Willing, like right? 2002. This is
yeah.
the album that blew them. Hell Hard Fury is like classic. Lord Willing is also a classic. Like I would say a cult classic,
The
right?
Cut Classic, yeah.
They dropped it in August 2002. Ira was
Yeah.
born in June 2002. So she was
2002.
like
Yeah.
a month plus 2
When they
months
dropped, yeah,
when they dropped their debut album.
Devil,
Life is
yeah.
very crazy, bro. You
Yep,
know where you
yep,
were in 2002. I vividly remember me listening to Lord Willing in 2000, like
yeah.
probably 0203, that era, right?
O2,
And
O2,
then
O2,
Hell Heart Fury,
yeah,
you understand? Like, and someone
yeah,
was just being born at that time. It's amazing. It's
yeah.
amazing. And it just shows how, for them, longevity. Malice is 52, Pusha is 48.
Bro, it's just interesting how just seeing them become a conversation in pop culture. I would pop culture is like putting it too highly, but at least in
Urban
urban
culture.
culture, in hip hop culture, and then like
Yeah.
having the numbers that they have, seeing them on late night TV. I think they were on Jimmy Kimmel. Seeing them, I just open my YouTube and there's clips, interviews everywhere. Seeing that thing into your consciousness and seeing the first week numbers, although it's not something I really like attaching importance to,
Mm-hmm.
but it's important in this context just to it signifies how far they've come and the result of the hard work they put
This is when
into
numbers, when
promoting.
someone achieves good numbers, this is when it's important.
It makes sense. Yes, 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 yes,
This
yes.
is when it's important.
Yeah, just
Anyways,
seeing them have that success and just the music, the rapping on, I think I was thinking about it like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and how I tried at a time where, as a hip hop lover, someone who loves music, I tried at the time getting to the Atlanta thing, especially when Atlanta became the voice of like the main characters in hip hop, right? The Young Thugs, the Futures. Future is an abnormality because he's exceptional. He's the superstar from the group. I actually listen to Future's music, but I don't think he's my go-to. Do you understand? Like if Future
when you
releases a
want to
project,
listen
I'll
to
go and
hip hop
listen.
music,
But if I want
yeah,
to listen to hip hop, I don't go and listen to Future. Do you understand? So at the time, at first, it was me being out of touch, not being updated anymore. Do you get? But this let God sort them out just reminded me that this is the hip hop I love. So there's just nothing to be even ashamed of. Do you understand? This is
yeah,
my kind of hip hop.
yeah,
So there's no need fighting it anymore. Do you understand?
mm-hmm.
This is my hip hop, and I'll just accept it that this is kind of hip hop I love, and I'll continue to prioritize that kind of hip hop. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get into it.
Let's start what we have come into the room to do.
16,000 square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here. When I was born, grandmama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. RM sleeve, no diamonds are needed. Floors are heated, so be it, so be it. Fucking with P, get something to meet you. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it. CLIP, SEFB, A-Ball LV. I can show you how to bust a brick if you let me. I monogram like confetti. Switch is ready. She leaning on Celine cause she ain't stepping in Giuseppe. Catch a $150 like each Pirelli. I got 8 of them, call me Andretti. If I'm not in the telly, selling the Yeti, then I'm twirling your bitch like she in spaghetti. Heavy, circle back and come and get this Kelly. And your ears too if you want a blue like belly. Lot of jetting, Prada bedding, 911s. I'm the who's who with what's what. Papa heaven. Fuck around and get your body traced trying to test me. Cause niggas that I'm with like to draw when it's sketchy. If they catch me, don't forget me. Resurrect me. Buy a dog tag the same place that they forget me. Ski.
This is culture in the first
Smoke.
place.
So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it.
You ain't solid, ain't valid, you ain't malice. Been quiet, ain't right, you ain't Paris. Blow money, you owe money, we ain't balanced. You ain't believe, God did, you ain't Khaled. All black, back to back, this ain't traffic. Can't wrap your head round that, you ain't Arab. Y'all tweet, bird talk, we all parrots. Lone Star, cross the border, we like Dallas. 21, guns salute, we been savage. Tag 'em up, add 'em up, them niggas average. Fly 'em in, fly 'em out, only the baddest. If I had her, then you had her, she never mattered. Wish upon the stars on my roof, they all scattered. Ain't no more Neptune, so peace Saturn. Off the first ski up, they re-up. It's a pattern, like middlemen, they killing them. You know what happened. Ski.
This is culturally inappropriate.
So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it.
You cried in front of me.
You are now listening to Loose Talk.
I understand you might never shake my hand. The root cause of the matter was industry plans. Oh Lord, all that shit you say, same lips you used to pray. Depends on what the rapper says. The ricochet may hit your face. Still not doing giveaways. Let's see how much your liver takes. The ether will precipitate, and it could touch everybody. Boy, don't get in the way. This is my return on investment. It's time to liquidate. Look at how they're struggling. Sold their cars, couldn't keep up with the opulence. Sold their soul without proofreading the documents. Bentleys and G-Wagons, now funds are insufficient. Driving models from the 2010s. Wifing models from the 80s when too many moving parts upgraded inside the Benz with necklaces like unfortunate chain of events. My God. Careers on the fourth cycle. Who you trying to lie to? I know your false idols. Your fake haikus no longer goes viral. Was hit like hidden books from a lost Bible. Dead Sea. Scroll past this is homicidal. Watching them all spiral, no rivals. Finger on the trigger, about to hit the button on this Diddy type niggas partying with power bottoms. I'm like, I understand you might never shake my hand. The root cause of the matter was industry plans. Oh Lord, all that shit you say, same lips you used to pray. Depends on what the rapper says. The ricochet may hit your face. Still not doing giveaways. Let's see how much your liver takes. The ether will precipitate, and it could touch everybody. Boy, don't get in the way. This is my return on investment.
You are now listening to Loose Talk.
Welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast. This is Loose Talk. I am Osagie along, and I got with me my what's the adjective I'm going to use today? There's one word I want to use.
Go on, I'm waiting.
I'm looking for the word. I'm going to find it now.
All right.
Yes.
Is it
the word is
Lapo,
no.
Lapo baby?
No. See, Lapo baby is crazy, man.
It's
Lapo
crazy.
baby is too extreme. I
That's
can't even
what you-
identify
that's
as a
crazy.
Lapo baby.
That's
What the fuck?
crazy.
I'm not a Nepo baby, but I'm not a Lapo baby.
You're
I'm
not a
somewhere
Lapo
in between. The Lapo baby is crazy. Anyways, the word I was looking for is infatigable.
Oh,
Yes.
come on, man.
The infatigable Steve Diddy. Of course, I admitted Tayo can't make the recording. And to be honest, I caused it. I caused it, guys.
Just
It's me.
as you didn't make it last week. Can you explain
Yes.
why? Can you tell us why
Yes.
you couldn't make it last week?
I couldn't make it last week because I misplaced my like my transport pass and I had to go get it. And I didn't find
Where
it.
did you drop it?
I went for a barbecue hangout
Yeah?
and I misplaced it somewhere there. So I went back to actually
The
look
previous
for
day
it.
or that day?
The previous day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I,
Did-
in retrospect, I shouldn't have just gone. I should have just ordered the new one. It's going to take some time, and I could have gone to the ticket guys to give
Station
me
on
some
Monday.
vouchers. To give me
Yeah, to
vouchers.
use. Were you going to?
Because I
was it going to
have a
cost you
monthly
money?
subscription. If I did, like normally it would have cost me some money, but no, to get a replacement, like 11 euros.
Okay.
But it wasn't 11 euros. I just felt like if I go there, it would be on the floor, and then
Oh, did you see it? You
I didn't
didn't
see
find
it.
it.
That was the
Oh,
annoying
okay,
thing.
okay.
If I
That was
found
the
it,
annoying
it
thing.
wouldn't have been a stupid move.
True.
But I didn't find it. It was nice too. So I had to still go and get the vouchers, order a new card, all
Yeah.
that whole. I was just trying to avoid that drama,
Yeah.
and I ended up still spending whatever, man. So yeah, that's why I couldn't make the recording last week. All that. This today, I had to go and play football. I haven't played football in 2 years, bro. It was interesting feeling, man. It was really good to just get back into it. And yeah, just get my body into it. I really wanted to test because I have a colleague of mine, right? He's Ghanaian and he hasn't played football in a while. And bro, this guy almost tore his ACL.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, yeah, he was limping for like a week straight. I had to even get him the band you wear on you, the ankle bracelets.
Are you sure he didn't tear his ACL? You know Dayo tore his ACL and he didn't know. You know Dayo at the club.
He
Like,
tore his ACL.
he plays with persistent like knee pain, right? You remember? All that time it was his ACL that was torn. So because he eventually went to do his X-ray, and they discovered that he had a torn ACL.
And he was still playing with it.
At the time, yeah, but he has stopped now anyway. But at that time, he was still playing. But he continued, and he was like, "Well, let me just go do an X-ray."
Wow.
So all the time you saw him play football at the club in Lagos,
He
had
tore
a
his
torn
ACL. I thought if you tear your ACL, it's a wrap. You can't even walk.
Bro, I don't know how.
Because I remember Fowles had an ACL tear now.
Yeah.
And he had to go for a whole operation. Remember?
Yeah. Man.
Wow.
Bro,
are you sure it's his ACL?
It is his ACL. Yeah.
Come on, tear your ACL for Nigeria now. Wow.
Yeah, I think the thing is getting back into football after any sort of physical exercise after like a long time out. It's just gradually getting into it. You don't just jump into it as if you just did it last week. Just gradually. I remember the first time you came.
Yeah.
I remember the first time you came to the club. You're still playing. I think you're not played like for like some months or so. But you faced it, like you did like about like 20 minutes, you went out. Do you get like you didn't play all through because you were playing all through and stuff like that. But subsequently, over time, you lasted like all through the game.
Yeah, we started doing that 90 minutes. I remember we started doing that 90 minutes and all of that. Yeah, and it was very, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, for this one, I mean, I jog, so I guess that's a bit different. Because of the jogging I do and all of that. So at least I was able to catch my breath and all of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. Well, yeah, so with that scheduling see, listeners, giants, these guys are very busy men, man. Once we can't lock in a certain time, it's very hard for everybody. It's very difficult for everybody, so that is why we have not been able. This is the second recording without three of us on the podcast, but I guess this is another dynamic. It also makes you miss the other person. So you guys are going to miss Ayo on this episode. Yeah, and we started the podcast with clips. So be it. Pusha T and Malice, solid body of work, like we just said, and then we followed up with AQ's IROI off his God's Engineering 3 album. Yeah, hip hop, man. And these are the two albums I've been listening to back, man.
Yeah,
this
definitely.
And I go to some Freddie Gibbs because I love Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah,
I listen to some Freddie Gibbs. Yeah, Alfredo 2 is coming out very soon. First single is out. Him and The Alchemist. But something that caught my eye about 5 days ago was a series of tweets from Ladipo. I don't know if you saw them, right?
No, I didn't.
So there's this resurgence ever since Kendrick Lamar dropped GNX. There's this resurgence of like hip hop with like, should I say substance? When I say substance, it almost sounds elitist in a way, right?
Exactly.
Because in as much as this whole Kendrick Lamar thing, right? And everybody was like, "Oh, I'm Kendrick Lamar." It's not necessarily about like the music, because Drake makes great music.
Great music, yeah.
There's a higher agenda and conversation, and that's what me I was like. I pick sides on, right?
Yeah, I understand.
But like, I listen to Drake's music. I listen to, like you said, you listen to Future's music. High of Life is one of Future's best albums. Man. It's not something I'll go to all the time because that's not me. But I know people that go to that all the time, and it's okay, But since Gen X dropped, the whole battle happened. Kendrick kind of won. There's been this whole resurgence of hip hop. Nas has been working with Raekwon. They just dropped the album. He worked with Slick Rick. He's working with 2 or 3 other people. I think there's a Mobb Deep album on the way. There's this resurgence of what people want to tag as like, real hip hop. Let me just put it like that, right? In air quotes. And I think with that, it has then pushed, people are in a space where it is not required for you as a hip hop artist to play in that space because that's what's trending.
It's more accepted. I think also like changes in hip hop, like in taste in hip hop, often happens with like battles, right? Like the Kanye and 50 Cent kind of like battle, although it wasn't like a beef battle, right? It was just like a commercial, it was a marketing battle.
Mm-hmm.
But it led to a change in our taste at that time. It switched something. 50 Cent coming and just displacing Jaru changed something. Although 50 Cent was also smart enough to mix that grimy part of hip hop with the ladies 21 Question type of records, right?
Mm-hmm.
The singing part. So often like that, like it changes Jay-Z now. So like it changes the taste in
Idris Abdul Karim, Rugged Man.
Rugged Man. Thank you. It changes the conversation. It changes our taste in hip hop, and that's just what has happened. And GNS is such an important album. Thinking about it now, I don't know. Like I'm confused when I'm ranking it. I don't know where to rank it in Kendrick's like discography because of how important other albums are, Sociality and stuff like that. But GNS is such a dope album. It's another album I've listened to a lot this year. More than I even wanted to. But I just find myself just going back to listen to the album. Yeah. It's just I think there's a difference in. I think once you understand an artist, right, and you understand like the subject matter and the clarity with which they express themselves on record, it plays a part into how people relate to them. For this let God sort them out. That first record about talking about seeing their
Oh
mom
my
die and stuff like
God.
that. It resonated with a lot of people. Like I was there was one day I was at work, just after work, after 4 p.m. I was just like really on YouTube. I was just YouTube shorts. I was just scrolling. So the algorithm caught me on clips, reaction videos, and I started getting reactions of people who were reacting to the album. And it just tripped me. I was like, okay, this personal story, this story of, I think it got people into the album, and as an intro, it was a very good way to pull people in to consume the rest of the album. Smart from them. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ladipo tweets is a series of tweets, by the way. The first is it says the difference is not every rapper is elite lyrically, and not every rapper can write good songs. That's how the great ones separate themselves. Two
Yeah.
important moments in the life of a rap artist. First, when you realize rap alone doesn't make a song. Second, when you realize you no longer have to prove you can rap. From there, you become dangerous. Saying a rap artist shouldn't sing or use melody in a song is as ridiculous as saying a painter should only use one color or a chef should cook with no spice, especially if they can't do it with their own flavor. There will always be conflict between creating what feels true to you and creating what you hope everyone else care about. How you manage that tension will define your artistic career. I read these tweets, and I came to the conclusion that this young man is you're just giving excuses. This is just excuses.
Something
This
happened
this
now, right?
this
I
is just
thought
excuses.
so. I thought like I was about to give you like to praise you, right? Because I thought like you had good things to say about this opinion. I'm like, oh man, despite how Osagie feels about Ladipo as an artist, he's trying to use his at Ladipo's tweet to make a very great point, and that's just smart of Osagie to show how unbiased he is. He just flawed my argument straight.
Yeah. I'm sorry, this is just excuses. It's just excuses. It's just my guy, just rap.
Just,
Do you understand?
just go and do records, man.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
See, all these things. Create a rap song. We're in 2025. Let me tell you, the only people that expect you to rap 100% and do a rap chorus,
Yeah.
they're in their late 40s that grew up on early 90s hip hop.
They're
And
not
they are
going to come to your
irrelevant.
shows. They're not going to follow you on Instagram. They're irrelevant in the scheme of things.
You don't understand. They're relevant in the scheme of things. You will see one or two of them tweet. Nobody expects you to do what you are saying people expect you to do. In 2025, nobody expects you. Like, fam, we heard the Clips album. Pharrell is singing all over it. They had the dream on the album. You understand? Like, we heard Q's album.
There's Sean Legend,
there's King Madi on the album. There's Terry Aquala on the album. There's Dwayne the Stoke on the album. Everybody's having fun. Just drop your album. Do you understand? Are you trying to wet our palates to say that, I don't have the bars,
Oh god.
I'm just trying to. It's just excuse. I'm sorry. I read it
and
I tried to.
Ladipo is overthinking it. Just give us the records, man.
That's it. Just do it.
Records.
Just give us the records. And as an artist, right? Okay, there's one more tweet before it goes. It says, it took me half a decade to understand the revival was never about saving rap. It was about saving me. Remembering who I was and why I started. I hope your own revival finds you when you need it the most. Amen. That's all I can say to that. Amen. Amen. Let's keep it moving, man. Okay. Whew. Do you want us to start with Nepo babies, or do you want us to start with Buhari's death? I think we should respect
the death.
Like, no, not the just respect our late head of state and former civilian presidents.
Oh, okay.
So we can get it out of the way.
All right.
Yeah. So of course, this podcast, last episode was released on a day after
But we already recorded.
Muhammadu Buhari
Yeah.
passed away, but we had already
Yeah.
recorded the day before. So, people were even tweeting and expecting us to have our own opinion on it, but man, the recording had already gone. So we just want to do a recap and just say, rest in peace, Muhammadu Buhari, late one-time head of state
Yeah.
from I believe from 1981 to 1983.
Yeah.
Right? Because they took power in December 31st, 85. Sorry, 80.
Yeah.
Abby? Let me just double
1983.
check. 83.
1983. His first time as president, right?
Yes, no. Was he 83 or 81?
Is it 83 now?
Oh,
It's not
sorry,
83.
83. 83.
It's 83, yeah,
They
it's
took
83.
power. Okay, they took power in December 31st, 82.
Yes.
That's when they did the coup. So he came in
he came
the
in
start
in
of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? He came in at the start of the year. Yeah, man. Wow. What a run. In fact, they came in 31st December 83.
Oh, yeah, it was 84. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. It's 83, yeah.
Yeah.
So then he started true.
The last day of the year.
Yeah.
Came into power, and then, by August 85, Babangida and Co were tired of his ass. Because the guy, do you understand? See, let's break it down, right? Oh, and of course, he was president, a two-time civilian president from May 2015 to May 2023, right? But let's even go back to the first time he was head of state. I mean, they put this guy there, right?
Yeah.
They did the coup. They put him in there. He didn't carry out the coup, by the way.
He didn't carry that coup. Yeah, he wasn't like one of the main characters.
In fact, he even traveled to Lagos. Where was he? It was in Jos. They traveled. I can't remember the story.
It wasn't around.
But he wasn't there. He didn't partake in it. And then once they were done, they fixed him in there as, I think, the most senior person or so. It was like, okay,
yes,
go and run it. And as
it
you're
was
running
according to the structure of the military leadership,
yeah.
That's why.
And as you're running it, we expect you to understand that this is the military, so everything has to run. But homeboy just took another approach, man.
Yeah, he did.
So very similar to how he came into power in 2015.
In 2015, off the back of a very big coalition, right?
Yes, after trying to run, running rather, losing 3 times. Back to back, right? Losing 3 times with the CPC or whatever. And then you get into power, they sort of help you get in there. And then you kind of backstab all the people that were meant to work with you.
Yeah, that defines who he is as a person, his legacy. He's not someone that stands for anything or anybody. He's like selfish. Buhari lives for Buhari, not for anyone else. And that's defined him from when, like you mentioned, like from military presidency, as head of state, and even as a democratic leader, So that's just like, if you think about Buhari, just think about a cause I think he fought for. At least we could look at Tinubu to say, you know what, Nadeko guys, like they fought for democracy. Tinubu was also like someone who came together to put together like a coalition that brought in Buhari, right?
Buhari does agenda not have that day. You go see agenda
day. You go see agenda. He does not have any agenda. He doesn't have, like, if he does not serve him, he's not with it. Like he doesn't care. So that's just what defines him. Yeah. And that's just, see, guy, the most interesting thing, like the most interesting write-up on Buhari, maybe his obituary or tribute or whatever it is, came from Femi.
Yeah. I haven't read it yet.
Like,
I bookmarked
bro,
it
because so good.
It's really so good, right?
Like he encapsulates the points that we usually make up, like we've made consistently about Buhari in this on this podcast, right? How the country gave him so much. Do you understand? Like Nigeria as a country gave Buhari so much, and he never got anything back. Just look at him. He has been under the state since he was 19, where he was selected to be like they selected as young people, as Northerners, like they're encouraged to join the military, and he was selected into the army from 19. From then, he grew in ranks. He fought in the Nigerian as a Nigerian soldier. He fought in the Civil War, and he was never like a main character in the Civil War. In fact, I was reading about it like from Max Solon's book, and I went to do my research. Like the only thing that he led at the time was when they sent him to do to protect like a food convoy in Anambra State, and his group was like his group suffered a lot of casualties. I think he was injured, and that's how he left the war. That's just the part like he played primarily as a principal figure in the war. Do you understand? Like, he's not like Obasanjo or the likes of like the great generals in the Nigerian army who led like great victories like against the Biafra. Then from there, like we said, I would say he participated like in the coup that he didn't participate, like he didn't lead in any coup. They brought him in 1993 to become a military president, a military head of state. Before then, or when Obasanjo became president, Obasanjo gave him the Minister of Petroleum.
Yes.
He was Minister of Petroleum under Obasanjo. And there you could see this, they did nice things. That's when they built much of the infrastructures that powered our oil producing capabilities, right? But something interesting happened there where $2.8 billion went missing. And Babangida was at the forefront of the media accusing him of siphoning the money. I guess that's where him and Babangida's issue. Yes.
PTF's rather, Petroleum Trust Fund.
That Petroleum Trust Fund was, I think it was a Petroleum Trust Fund. Which one was then the one under Abacha?
No, I don't even know that one.
Yeah, he led the petroleum. He was Ministry of Petroleum and something resources.
Yeah.
It's not a petroleum. It was I think Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. That's where the money got missing from. Then he became a head of state. Head of state, we all know what happened. He fell out with the IMF, started printing currencies, like the whole economic mistakes that you saw in 2015 to 2023. He did them first in 1983, when the Nigerian economy collapsed and Babangida came and took over. And he was arrested. After he was released, after his mom died, he went back to Dara to stay. Like, that's Buhari. He went back. Abacha became president. They called him to lead the Petroleum Trust Fund. Do you get?
He
came back. Something interesting in Faye's write-off. I have to read that part. It's a very interesting part. Like, they said even, I have to look for it. They said when Obasanjo became president, he begged Obasanjo to keep the Petroleum Trust Fund thing going, and Obasanjo refused. He wanted to continue in that capacity under the civilian president. Do you understand? Yeah, I'm looking for it. Man, I don't think I wrote it down. Right? Then he came back and became president. So consistently, you see someone who the Nigerian government, like who Nigeria gave a lot to consistently.
And he never gave anything back.
Never. Outside of government too, he never built anything. He never stood for anything. He never contributed to the economy, to the civil society, to the entrepreneurship. Nothing.
I have a theory of what he was doing, but I can't say it on this podcast. I don't know. It's slander. Like it's
it's slander. Yeah.
But I have an idea of where that money was going to.
Yeah. So it's just
for me, right? Yeah. I was able to just think about his go ahead.
I've seen the thing. They said when Abacha died unexpectedly and Nigeria's democratic transition accelerated, Buhari's promise evaporated. That's his promise of leaving, because he promised to leave. In 1997, he gave in 1997 he gave an interview to BBC where he said he's not a politician, that he will be ending his tenure as the Petroleum Trust Fund chairman. I think in March of 1998. He stayed on after that. So when Abacha died unexpectedly and Nigeria's democratic transition accelerated, Buhari's promise evaporated like morning dew. Instead of resigning, he launched a furious lobbying campaign to preserve the PTF. He secured private audiences with the transitional head of state, Abdulsalam Abubakar. He dispatched emissaries to President-elect Obasanjo. He even backed an audacious scheme to embed the PTF into the new constitution as Nigerian Development Fund, ensuring his continuous relevance in the democratic dispensation he wants disavowed. Like that's Buhari for me.
Wow.
Selfish. Yeah,
This is the man with his 14 cows.
exactly.
God will continue to punish the people that whitewashed this man in 2015. You know themselves. Some of them have rebranded.
Yeah,
God will punish you
yeah.
people. Because, anyways,
At a point of SAGs, like, can we still stop blaming them and also take some parts of like the responsibilities? We're all like journalists then, front of the media. We had access to history. At that point too, although in the office at that time, we didn't fully support Buhari, but we kind of like understood why people wanted him.
yeah, but
So
we're
could we
very
say
unbiased with the whole thing.
we are very unbiased to be very honest? We at that
Bro,
2015, we're very, very
I don't know if you
unbiased.
know. People, I was the editor in chief. People
I
reached
know,
out
I
to
know.
me
I remember
and
now.
tried
Yeah.
to,
To
especially
sell, to use
from
posts to
good
sell the, especially
from good luck
2019.
side, yeah,
Yeah,
and
okay,
all of that.
yes. Yeah,
From good luck
yeah,
side, from this, and we're like, say no,
yeah,
we're just
yeah. We
going
refuse
to
to take his
do,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, we
So
refuse
for
to be
me,
honest.
but if you look at it personally, I've said it on this podcast before. You were even saying 2015, 2011. Me, I voted for Buhari. 2011. So it's not even a 2015, 2011,
You
right?
voted for
And
him.
I'll tell you why. It is what was told to me, and I was
Yeah,
stupid enough not to do my own research.
research. Sure.
Do you understand? As a young
Yeah.
Nigerian, what your parents, what you have learned from elderly people in your life is what you take as the gospel truth.
True. True.
When
Yeah,
this
and
man
they
was in office, this is what happened. Everybody
war
kept
against
telling me the same
indiscipline.
thing.
Thank you.
Kept
Corrupt,
telling me the same
incorruptible.
thing. So I'm like, this guy's incorruptible, everything. If corruption is happening, bring this guy
Yeah,
in. He'll solve the problem now. But we
yeah.
didn't know. If I had
We don't
read,
understand it.
I see, and since 2011, where's the access to all this information in 2011?
True. True. It was
It's
difficult.
not like what we have now. And the experience we have now to go and research. Anybody
Yeah.
talking now, my own, first of all, I have a lot of cynicism going on. So anybody that is talking, look at Peter Obi, even Peter Obi on this podcast, we
Yeah.
tell it as it is at times
We
and
give
tell
it to
you,
him a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I don't
bullshit.
believe
It's
so.
bullshitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a
Yeah.
politician at the end of the day.
Yeah.
There are some things, however, some very strong parallels from Buhari's first tenure as head of state and civilian
Yeah.
president, right? Press freedom repeatedly curbed
Yeah.
under
Yeah.
Buhari. Whether he was setting up a decree and jailing Decree 4, remember Decree 4?
Yes. Decree
That
4.
he,
Yeah.
that he used to jail all the journalists and ban
Yeah.
reports, embarrassing
Yes.
officials back
Especially,
then.
yes, that was critical of the government at that time too.
Do you understand? You can draw
Yeah.
that parallel with the Twitter ban, arrest of
Yep.
reporters and protesters.
Yep.
The civic space shrank.
Shrunk.
That's
Human
one
right
part.
violations from
Yes.
that nonsense war against the discipline, where because people are not like queuing to enter bus, you start whipping them with
Yeah.
flogging them. Like it doesn't make sense. Like that's not how you rule. Like we're not in primary school now. Come on, Yeah, understood.
So again, another one. Very strong parallels between his the 83 rule and the 2015
In
rule.
terms of the economic policies, the border thing.
Naira turmoil. Look at all the Naira turmoil.
Yeah.
Then industry
Yeah.
starved of inputs.
Yes.
Right. So if you think about the sharp FX and import controls, CBN / hard currency, then in 2015 era, the multiple exchange rate regime, bro, the exchange rate ballooned from 192 to 400 and something before it
400 and
settled down at
something.
360.
At 360, yeah.
Do you know how many
You know.
people's, bro? The people I pity the most.
Who?
The people I pity the most is you're about to collect your pension in 3 months' time,
Yeah.
right? As an elderly person, you are your late 50s. You're about to collect your pension in 3 months' time. Then the dollar goes from 180 or 190 to 417.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like half of your pension has been cut.
Insane.
We know they call it the money in the stuff is there locked in. We can't do anything about it. We kind of moved on mentally. But you're about to collect your pension in 2 months, and then that happens. How do you want people to feel? Then again, he shut the borders in 84. He shut the borders in 2019.
Yeah.
He was just doing the same thing he did It's like bringing an old coach to a football team, but a very old coach to a football team. It's like
Yeah.
at some point, right? What's the Crystal Palace? They had to let that guy go now after they brought him back again.
Ooh,
What's the name of the coach? Crystal Palace
Roy
coach.
Hudson. Roy
Roy
Hudson.
Hodgson. The second time,
Yeah.
he came back again after he left.
Yes, came back again. Yeah.
Someone came, didn't do well, so they had to bring him back. And at some point, they
Yeah.
also saw it that
It's like
It's
this
not
thing is
working.
not working. Yeah.
it's not working. They have to let him go again. He's
Yeah.
just bringing the old tactics. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Tightened the border in 1983. We tightened the border. You shot the border in 2015. Do you understand? Like,
Shut the
in
border.
like shut the border. Like, how does that make sense? You know, especially after everything that happened with you closing the border, shutting down the border in 1983. You still went ahead to repeat that. Like, it's just insane. You know?
Then all the credibility of his reforms, they were all biased.
Yeah.
All your corruption tribunals he did back then, one-sided. Then the one he did in 2019, 2015 too, is one-sided. It was one-sided.
The thing I was curious, the thing that made me like really curious was everybody that spoke to like liking him or being drawn to him spoke about a certain poise, elegance, and like the way and courage, the way he carried himself, that he had an aura.
It was all a lie.
It's all like I never saw him. Like I never saw. I always looked at him as clueless. Like
There's no aura at all.
There's no aura. Like I never understood it. You know, and people say, oh, if you see him, I saw him once. I remember going to the FIFA World Cup tour, and when they delivered the World Cup trophy to him, I remember looking at him. I'm like, come on, man, this ain't here. This ain't
no
at
aura.
all.
They tried to aura farm for him.
Yeah, I never
That's what they
understood.
did.
Even this Fei article too paid like a lot of like light to how there's a certain elegance and poise to the way he carried himself. I'm like, bro,
I know Siam.
I know Siam.
I know Siam. Whether in the way he talked, I didn't see it too.
Yeah, I never see another sign. Like it's just like we handed over like a country like Nigeria, like 2015 Nigeria pains me a lot because you saw like a country just being like very, very. It has like a vibe. It had a bounce. Young people finding companies, coming back from abroad, schooling abroad.
Bro, people were coming back from
own
Yankee
companies.
because they looked at the pay, the
pay that people
annual
annual income.
It made more sense to come back to Nigeria and work in Nigeria because living in Nigeria was cheaper.
It's cheaper. It made more sense.
They exit US jobs. They come back
it made
Nigeria.
more sense. And the exposure to foreign materials, like even foreign trips, foreign courses, foreign education, like everything opened up. Things were like the things that would like we're discussing, like for like Twitter has been a buzz with like a nepotism and privilege. Like we could see like the privilege opening up, the social things that we had access.
Bro, your Naira card
the
had
social
a
mobility.
limit
Thank
of
you.
$15,000 spending. Your Naira card.
You know?
I traveled to the UK. I used my Naira card to withdraw
Naira card to
pounds.
You know, so it's
my Naira card. The thing now became. You couldn't even use your Naira card to make any online transaction.
People couldn't pay for courses on Coursera. People couldn't pay for foreign courses to learn to upgrade their skills, just because we had the president. You know, so
it's a damn shame.
See, listen, he lives for himself and just for himself.
You know what is even annoying for me?
Yeah.
What is annoying for me is how did we vote a coup plotter in?
Yeah.
Anybody that plots a coup
do not deserve to be in that democratic process.
You can't. Because if you look at it, right, coup plotting is treason.
Because no matter what you say about 1983, about Shagari, how corrupt and inefficient they were, at least we were still in the process of trying to figure out our way in a democracy.
Yeah. Let the guy. It's democracy. So we have to do. Exactly. He won his second election. After the second election, he leaves. Nigerians will vote for someone else.
Nigeria will vote for someone else. You
guys came in because of impunity, XYZ.
Osagie, because of a personal grounds, because he's sent into the Chad Niger border, and he picked up a personal beef with the president and came back and so it's feelings. Just it was.
Do you understand?
But just look at him.
How do we vote a coup plotter? That's even like it's a red. See, I wish I can go back to 2015 and just
to survey the opinions.
and no, even just argue against.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I didn't see one argument saying, guys, are we going to vote in somebody that plotted a coup?
Cool. Yeah.
I want to know, because even Feyi and Co, everybody was pro this guy.
Yeah, everybody will put this guy.
Every
This man
young
had so many red
Nigerian,
flags. This man has so many red flags. We discussed this thing 2 weeks ago where we were talking about Jonathan's call to him to say, oh, you've won, stuff like that. We're saying that the reason Jonathan did it was because of his temperament and the kind of things he would have said if he had lost the election or if the election was contested in any way. He would have activated his base and they'll
which
go on
he
a
did the
killing
last
spree. We
the
did in
previous
2011,
time.
where over 1,000, about 1,000 people died. You know, a lot of youth coppers in northern Nigeria.
Why did Nigerians
I can't
associate
understand.
with Buhari so much? I'm trying. Is it the same reason I gave? Like I
Peter
read
Obi.
I read OO year's thread. I mean, that
was like that thread annoyed me.
You know the thing about the thread? I have to give him
why
props.
the thread annoyed me?
And we'll put everything in the show notes, guys.
You know why it annoyed me? You said something, you support a leader.
Yeah.
You created a Facebook group that was really influential at the time. And he lost an election in 2011. And his supporters went on a killing spree in the north and killed almost 1,000 people. And the person the person you stand as a leader refused to make a comment. You, from your own humanness, felt the need to say, this, we deserve a comment from this man, and you formed a statement on behalf of him on the Facebook group. And you passed a statement. So you saw, like, how were you able to compartmentalize, like, their
this
feelings?
Man is not dropping a statement.
Exactly. How were you able to, like, still go on to support such a person? You know, that does not align with your values. Like, I don't understand this. And the OO thing, that I wanted to tweet it, but I didn't want to be insulting to him. But it's just interesting seeing people who are educated and exposed also being driven and being overwhelmed by their bias. I don't know,
and
man.
Being socially engineered
in a way. I don't understand it,
because I won't lie to you. Even for someone like him, it didn't start off with him sitting in his house and saying, "Oh, I like this man," because he would have researched. He was engineered.
They engineered him too.
I know it's
they engineered him too.
They engineered him.
Yeah, they engineered him.
I know how these things work, guys. Bro, I've been in these rooms. They bring you in these rooms. They see this thing. They bring you in these rooms. They have their associations. They have their media platforms. They have their pro-Nigeria platforms. They bring you in.
Get excited.
They have some artists there. They have some people from literature there. They go through the arts.
We know how the room looks like. We know how the room looks like.
We've been there. You see some people from the arts. You see some people from technology, from tech.
Yeah, you start
and
seeing
they bring you guys in. And they tell you guys, enough is enough.
Yeah, man.
They tell you guys, we need to do something with the youth of this country. We have to make a change. This is what is going to happen. And these things, the way they tell you these things, they're actually genuine. But you know what happens? The guys at the top, they have their own agenda.
They have their own agenda, yeah.
The guys that are leading that conversation, they have their own agenda. Their own agenda is different from the agenda they are selling to you. Their agenda is, how do we make money? How do we gather a sizable number of these people with credibility and go and pitch
and use them to influence our agenda?
We have the voice of the youth. What was enough is enough.
Yeah,
these things were genuine causes, but some people would not backtrack.
Yeah,
and go and do what they need to do.
Yeah, true. Bring back our guests, genuine causes. But we all know what the perception that it drove.
Bro, when I saw Michelle Obama carry the bring
back our guests, I knew it was over.
I knew there was something different. They wanted to get that guy. They wanted to get that guy the fuck out of there.
Yeah, the first lady of the United States of America did not just carry a placard.
Bro,
the first lady of the United States of America.
You know the amount of killings that are going on in the Middle East,
going on around the world. Come on, man.
Bro, Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
I was like, what the hell is going? Wait, Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
yeah, I'm going to look for it. Bring back our girls. I think she carried it.
Check.
I was seeing images. Oh no, Kim. Kim Kardashian didn't do that.
Bro, there's
They did
no,
though. Michelle Obama,
they did.
Kim
Kim
Kardashian and more
Kardashian,
support bring
yeah,
back
they
our
tweeted,
girls.
yeah,
Real men don't buy girls.
yeah,
Ashton Kutcher. Do you understand?
yeah,
Justin
Sophia
Timberlake.
Bush, yeah, man,
I was like, oh,
Jessica Biel,
nah, this
Whoopi
is too
Woodbeg,
much. This is too much.
Reese
What is going on?
Witherspoon,
What is
Kim
going on?
Kardashian tweeted
Ellen.
about it. Kourtney Kardashian.
Do you understand? Courtney, Kris Jenner.
Kerry Washington, Naomi Campbell.
Come on, man. Even Diddy.
Queen Kali. Diddy is like, bring back our guests for a freak off, man. Come on, man.
I mean, hey, man.
Don't stop.
Bro, when I knew,
bro,
okay,
bro, if I like my favorite, not my favorite, like the most memorable thing about Buhari for me was towards the ending of his presidency. He clearly didn't want Tinubu. He clearly didn't want Tinubu.
Of course he didn't want.
But he didn't have when your own selfishness overrides your will. He didn't have the willingness or the disposition to even, as a president, kind of like even make it. He came up, he wrote a letter to APC's caucus to say, allow me to choose my own successor. He said it.
Yes.
But he didn't have the willingness. He didn't have the strategy. He didn't have the skill. He didn't have the disposition. He didn't have anything at all to kind of engineer, right, the situation where he could decide the person that will come after him. He didn't have it at all.
I think
he wrote a letter. He said, all of you are
yeah.
governors. You govern your states. All of you had a say in who came after you. Allow me that opportunity. Nobody even listened to him. Do you get? That was what defines me. And guess what? Everybody that worked under him, like especially like the people who fell out with this government, just look at Emefiele for around. Emefiele was Buhari's boy.
Yeah.
He couldn't even lift a finger for him. Do you get? That defines Buhari for me.
He couldn't. He didn't even. Someone like Emefiele, if you look at it, someone like Emefiele, they won't touch him. Because the ex-president will just say, "Nah, my boy, no touch him."
Exactly.
But
simple.
He
no send anybody.
The only thing he looks after is himself.
That's it.
But I also think he couldn't do anything to Tinubu, especially after that Milocon conference.
He couldn't. He was powerless.
Because that conference, he was basically telling him, "Guy, I helped you get here. I know where all the bodies are buried, though.
It's my turn. Yeah, it's my turn. Come on.
Are you sure you want to do this thing? Are you sure you want to stop me from getting there? You better sit down and watch."
I'm just looking at this bring back our guests. How was he now rebranded to Real Men Don't Buy Girls? Justin Timberlake. Like, how did they rebrand that thing again?
Bro, I'm even looking at one, right? I'm looking at one. There was a
Champagne.
Champagne. There was a whole thingy going on. Everybody.
Bro, I've seen the Instagram post that Kim Kardashian posted now. In Chibok, a tiny town in northeastern Nigeria, a group of terrorists abducted 234 girls away from the school. 43 of them managed to escape, but 191 of them are still missing. Let's spread the word and pray that all these 191 girls are going to be found and get to return home to their families. Bring back our girls. Heartbreaking. Let's all raise awareness. Kim Kardashian.
Oh, more
activation.
And Hathaway and her husband, Adam Schulman, they went to a rally at Los Angeles for Bring Back Our Girls.
Come on, man.
Bro, there was CIA calls these people and said, "Get this shit going.
Let's get this shit done."
Activate. They just called one agency that handles all of them and just told the agency. Do you think they want to do all these things?
No. What do you think?
I beg, let's move on. I beg, make we live on like salad.
R.I.P. to the dead, man.
And I saw a lot of vitriol towards Buhari.
Man. Yeah.
A lot of vitriol towards Buhari and all of that. And other people were saying, don't speak about the dead. Man, someone said, don't speak about the dead like that. Did you know how he treated me when he treated the living?
Bro, don't tweet about the dead. Someone that sent people to open fire on innocent, peaceful protesters. Come on, man. Everybody has the right to how they feel. I hate how moral people can go. Oh, everybody will die one day, blah blah blah. Man, get the fuck out of here.
You know how people fear death and fear all these
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
supernatural. Don't let me get into it. You understand?
Yeah, I
Where they
understand.
fear, once it comes to that whole, it's how religion has caged people, and
Yeah?
when it comes to things like death, there are some
It's a
things
form
that are
of control.
untouchable. There are
Yeah.
something. Hey, don't speak to the dead. Don't do. Man, get the fuck out of here, I beg. Do you understand? Go and sit down somewhere. Go. I hope he burns in hell. What's my own business with him? Do you
Yeah.
understand? When he was alive, did he think of me? Do you know how many times things happen to? Do you know, bro? We started making money in his era. Do you know how much
Yeah?
more money we would have made?
Made. Yeah.
If not, be say boys just this sharp. We would have.
This smart.
He almost killed us now. He almost
Yes,
killed our
now. Yup.
careers.
Yeah, you
Do you know how many
almost.
people
You
we know were
almost.
plunged back into poverty because of this guy?
Easily. They sacked some companies, couldn't have like money to start up businesses, whatever it is. The quality of their life reduced, everything, their earning
Dropped.
capacity, everything dropped. Dropped.
I saw people who were doing well. Like you start to see people doing well, and you're like, couldn't change the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
This happened. That
Yeah.
happened. You know. By the time I was leaving, people couldn't even buy cars anymore.
No, come on, man. Cars are like luxury. 2023. If you
What
buy
are
a
we
car, you're a
saying?
big boy now. In 2023, people were selling car like there was like an increase in the demand for Nigerian used cars because people didn't have the money, the means to buy Tokubo cars. Like now, the middle class can't afford Tokubo cars. Like, for example, like all the car dealers I know, they're all now into luxury cars because
Yeah.
luxury cars are for elites. If you are targeting the middle class right now, you're going to struggle in Nigeria because the middle class that are the most affected by the current state of our economy. You know, how is somebody going to get, like, for example, a Toyota Camry of 2012 right now is like 14 million naira. How do you think a middle class
That
is
is crazy.
it's crazy now. It's
Second hand,
crazy.
Abby.
Second, yeah, the Tokumbo now. New one, okay. Tokumbo. Do you get? So for second one, so for Nigerian use, it will now be about 8 million, 9 million. That's
And you
how
know this,
much
and you know the state. 8
you know the
million.
state. Yes, now. How much did I sell my car when I was going? I sold my car for 7.5 and I sold it to a friend. I sold it to a friend. So let's just come on, man. Do you get? It's not easy.
That's why I don't
You know?
understand when guys, young men get mad when young women are saying, if you don't spend money on me, you can't date me.
Yeah, people don't understand. Yeah,
It's a poor economic.
it's
I like
indicator.
to term it as recession indicator. That's what it is. It's a recession indicator.
Yeah.
Because young women, just like young men, see, it's very simple. You want something from me, I'm going to sell it.
Yes.
It's a recession
Simple.
indicator.
It is.
People need money. So young men, when you say all she likes is money, it's because she does not have money.
Yeah.
It's not all she likes is money. That is the first
she's
thing
thinking about her security. Yeah, yeah.
It's just like how you wake up in the morning and I have to get money. Nobody's thinking about love and okay, I love you again. He has
Let me stay
looked
at
at it
home.
that
Yeah.
there's a
It's survivor. It's survivor. It's a
survival mode,
yeah.
and there's a demand for this thing. I am going to put
a
I'm going to
certain
price
value
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to price it. Yeah. Yeah.
If there's a demand for this thing, do you understand? Because hey, you want to date a certain girl, right? You want to go out with a certain girl. You're not telling the girl, you as a guy, you're not telling the girl, oh, I love you, let's date. I don't want to have sex with you, everything. She's telling you that sex, so in fact, what she's telling you is that pleasure and happiness that I'm required to give you, I'm going to sell it. Then everything that comes around, oh, if a man can't buy me hair, you see all those things, they're just the mumble jumble. If you strip everything apart, it is, if you cannot part with your money, I am not going to be giving you any of these services. That's what it is at the end of the day. Oh, a man that cannot pay on the first date. Oh, a man that can't buy my hair. Oh, a man that cannot apply pressure. All these are just mumbo jumbo English and scenarios. If you strip everything down to what it is, they're telling you, I can't give you pleasure or happiness except you pay for it.
Except you pay for it. Yeah.
That's where, and it's, for me, it's a recession indicator.
It is. It is.
And that's why if you're on Black Twitter, you see that most times when people say stuff like that, they will go and look at the dates they said it, and they'll tell you it's getting close to the end of the month. they have to pay rent. That's why they are tweeting like this.
Yeah.
But that's in like Yankee. Anyways, man, it's not a good person. We can't mention one good thing. Can you mention one good thing
Cool.
from this guy? Like, oh man, he did this one good thing.
No, I
Exceptional.
can't. I can't.
I mean, you have to, apart from Tolu Ogulesi tweeting about all the bridges and
Infrastructure.
roads,
No, that's not an
infrastructure.
indicator. That is not an indication that you built. That's the easiest thing to do in governance. I'm gonna start building roads. Like there's money now. I sure they borrowed money. They have the financial power as the government. We're not going to do anything before. So that's not even my. That's not
For
even
me,
my.
a great indicator of a governor, because I see a lot of governors, oh, they built this road, oh, they've refabricated this road, oh, this road that was not there before, they've done it. All that is nice and all that shit. That's not what excites me. What excites me is we've been able to reduce the mortality rates. We've been able to reduce
Reduce the
death
number of
in
children out of school.
yes,
Like security, just like the human, like development index, like basically.
yes.
That's just how I
That's
judge
what
it,
would
yeah.
excite me. Not that we built
Mm.
this bridge, not that it's not exciting, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's the least you can do. Anyways, let's move on from Buhari and his family. I saw his daughter saying Baba was a very nice. See, Hitler's daughter said nice things about him.
Exactly.
Do you understand? But I'm sorry, your dad was a. Oh, I don't know, man. Now I'm annoyed. But yes, it is with this vengeance we will start this discussion. Nepo. Ah, why are you naming this thing Nepo versus Lapo babies? This is crazy. Okay, so we've been talking about privilege in Nigeria, right? And this all started. So it's a big conversation now. It's going on for like 3 days. People talking about Nigerians with access to privilege um, versus Nigerians without access to privilege, and if they both how will I put it? If they both have stand a chance, or how much or how well does a Nigerian without access to privilege stand a chance in succeeding in Nigeria? You know, and it's a big conversation, and it has even shifted from that to Nepo babies. What's a Nepo baby? Nepo baby is a child or let me put it as a beneficiary of nepotism.
Yeah.
Yeah, why they call it Nepo baby at the end of the day is that most times the beneficiary is always a child of the benefactor. That's why they call it
Benefactor.
Nepo baby and all of that. The term Nepo baby came about, I think, on Twitter when they were discussing children, popular children in Hollywood,
Yes,
right?
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah,
yes. I remember.
children in
Yeah.
Hollywood who had like successful parents.
Yeah.
Can you give an example of a Nepo baby in Hollywood? Um, there are lots. Apparently, what's the name of the woman? The Olivia Benson woman in Law and Order SVU. She's a Nepo baby.
Ah.
Yeah, both her mom and dad were big in Hollywood, apparently. So there are a couple of Nepo babies like that, you know. And then, that's how the term Nepo baby came about, and it was a whole thing, I think 2 years ago and all of that. And they started mentioning all of them, blah 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 blah. Anyways, so what happened?
There was also this conversation about how people got into like Harvard or something. Do you remember?
Yes, there's that
Yeah,
whole thing
yeah,
going
there's that
on and all
conversation.
of that. Anyways, how did this conversation come about on X? I still call X Twitter, by the way.
Nice Twitter.
Yes, Femi Otedola, right? Nigerian billionaire, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and the chairman of Geregu Power PLC, and also the chairman of First Hold Co. Right? It is the owners
The
of First
company that
Bank
hosts First
Nigeria.
Bank, yeah.
Yes, he tweeted that he is excited to announce the forthcoming release of his new book, Making It Big, set to launch on August 18th. Just a month ago, he says, the
Yes,
lessons,
family months ago.
setbacks, and triumphs that shaped my path are almost ready for you. In these pages, I've shared the real stories, the moments of doubt. He even used ChatGPT to write this thing. Look at that big ass dash. The moments of doubt, because the computer can't make
Wait,
that dash. Do you know?
That function. There's no keyboard function that brings that dash on the computer,
If
right?
you write it on Word or Google Doc, if you do the dash, it kind of fattens
It kind
it. It
of
kind of
yes,
it elongates it a bit.
it
It used to
elongates
do
it.
it,
Yeah, it used,
but
yeah.
I don't know if it does that. So anytime I see this long ass dash, now
You
I know it's
just think it's
GPT. I'm
that's
sorry,
it.
I have a
Okay.
bias. Anyways, it says the moments of doubt, the breakthroughs, and the principles that guided me through it all. I look forward to opening this conversation with entrepreneurs and visionaries across the world and to seeing how these experiences might inspire your own journey forward. Right? So
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
put that out, I mean, people were excited, you know, that hey, Femi Otedola, finally, we've clamored for this. Billionaires
Yeah.
need to tell their stories, right? To inspire young people. How did you get here? How did you start? What were the obstacles? What were the smart decisions you made? What are the
Yeah.
decisions that weren't smart that you made, etc., etc. So while people were celebrating and felicitating with Femi Otedola, um, a guy on Twitter known as Salako, or his Twitter handle, Uncle Ayo, he tweeted, Femi Otedola is the son of Lagos' ninth governor, Michael Otedola. His father was a governor during the Nigerian Third Republic. He is the real old money. There's nothing he wants to write in a book that appeals to people like me, making it big una. This tweet has 2.3 million views already, right? And has garnered like a lot of reaction. And that is what has spawned into child of privilege or not child of privilege, etc., etc., right?
Yeah.
Yes, and all of that. And yeah, that's that. The conversation has blown into something else.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, different takes, different takes. Of course, it has now become meme content.
Yeah.
That's where Lapo babies came out from, which are like, the other side of being a Nepo baby. And the question is, does privilege exist in Nigeria? How
Uh,
much does privilege take you, and how much of non-access to privilege it leaves you, or like how much with a non-access of privilege can it take you to survive in Nigeria? People already know on this podcast. I already tell you, right? The elite in Nigeria are a bunch of cowardly people, right? And this has
mm-hmm.
to do with like politics and just how we've had this discussion, Steve. How
Yep.
elites run country, how they empower middle class to like revolutionize, etc., etc. I feel like they're just a bunch of, but that's something entirely different. This is talking about succeeding and everything. And Steve already posed in the group that he has an argument against how I feel or what I'm saying about success. Before you
Mm-hmm.
start or before you say that, I even want to read out something that your friend and former colleague Solis tweeted, because I saw you quote the tweet, right? He said, we are assigned different estates at birth. While a lowly one is no excuse for complacency or fatalism, it is deeply unhelpful to pretend some did not start from the place of privilege. Success, therefore, must always be measured relative to where or to what you began with.
What's the
Right?
difference between this and what I said in the group?
He said, I don't agree with what he's saying. I think this is
Oh,
horse.
okay,
I think
okay.
this is horse shit as well.
No, it's not.
I will tell you why it's horseshit. He also
Okay.
says, don't be naive, however. It is not wrong to point out that if you, with two talents, enter the same marketplace as another with five, the levels of risk will vary. Or that simply by virtue of having five, there are certain marketplaces he can enter that you cannot. Make peace with it. All right, man. You already know what the fuck I mean. You already know how I feel about this thing. Privilege does exist, especially, and that's what I was saying in the group, in a country like Nigeria, where there is no level playing field.
Yeah.
It is very different to have
Yes.
this conversation than what is going on in the West. In the
Huh.
West, right?
There's a level of playing field that exists for everybody. Yeah.
My bro, I met a young boy here. The boy wants to be a florist.
Yeah.
He's not going to go to university. He's going to be a florist. Like, dude is going
Yeah.
to be raising flowers as like children.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to pay his rent. He's going to get
Yes.
married.
He's
He's
going to
going
be
to be able
successful
to.
as a florist.
He's going
Even
to be
maybe
able to get a
travel the world.
mortgage.
Yes. He's going to get a house.
He's getting a house. He's getting a
Yeah.
car. He's going to live
Mhm.
well. He's going to have kids. He's going to
Yeah.
retire.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
you don't have that level of what's the word cushioning in Nigeria.
access, exposure. Yeah.
Nigeria it's from once you are birthed in Nigeria and you are not birthed as a child of an elite, that is, your parents or your grandparents have money, you are fucked. That is what I'm trying to explain to you. What you're trying to tell me now is that if you are born in -20 and you make it up to from -20, you work hard, you made it to -10, then you finally made it to 0, then you made it to 2, I should consider that success.
2 in what sphere? In what measurements? Like
No, while the other person was born on the 20 and made it. No, I'm just
in
it's
one
not
metric, 2 or 20 in one metric. Like who's measuring by what metric? 20 what? Money? Is it money in the bank? Is it
well, see,
how happy you are?
Ideally, the way you have to measure it is financial status is one of the things you have to mention. Financial status stroke condition of living. And that's my problem. The basic condition of living is so bad, everybody has to live at a premium to live normally. Do you understand my point?
I understand your point.
Do you get my point? Like, my point is
a part of the conversation.
It's so expensive to buy milk now that if you were born in Agege, you are most likely not drinking qualitative milk.
True.
Do you get my point? Versus a child who has access to the foreign milk. They're importing it. Bro, there's a place.
But there are people who are that are middle that's compared that to somebody in Agege who don't have access to quality milk, but he still has access to milk. Then compare that to someone in Kwale in Delta State who don't even have milk at all.
You are in the same bucket.
It's not the same bucket.
Of course, it's not the same bucket. Like, if you look at it, but what I'm saying is that they are all in the fucked up buckets.
Yeah.
You are speaking from your own bias. I wanted to wait for this podcast to start for me to explain to you that you're actually speaking from your own bias. And this is I don't know what kind of bias this is, but you're looking at it as, and that's what I think I put in the group. I said, you are an anomaly. You are an anomaly. Okay. Do you think you are not an anomaly?
I'll now understand what you're trying to say. You're trying to say like the number of people who passed through that phase.
1 in 1 million that made it to Lagos and luckily was able to stay in Lagos and make it, and now today you're in Canada. Like, this is not how the story goes for everybody.
Now you're okay. Now I understand the point you're trying to make.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you say, all you need to do is grit and hard work, bro, I know people that work hard. Are you telling me people don't? Bro, let me explain to you, Steve. You and I, we're just lucky. We're just lucky.
Okay, yes, we are lucky.
Steve.
But Osagie,
let me tell you how.
Osagie,
let me tell you. Hold on.
Even
hold
in
the
the group
fuck on.
2 weeks ago, I was talking
on.
about a privilege. I was joking with the privilege that you have growing up when we're talking about access to computers. Right?
Yes, it's a privilege.
You started using computer in 1980.
94.
I'm just joking. Yeah, 94.
Yeah.
I started using computer 94 to 2000 is how many years?
6 years.
How many years is it? 6 years. There's a 6-year difference.
Yes.
You think it didn't give you any advantage?
It did.
Exactly. So
but you cut off, man. You cut off. That's the thing, man. No, but I'm not saying. I understand that. See, nobody can tell me about me having privilege. Bro, I come out of my house. I walk less than half a kilometer. People are having their bath outside. Face me, I face you. I told you guys before. I grew up in a place. By 94, I moved from Satellite Town to Ikpaja. Bro, Snake the Crossroad. We know they even send.
Just imagine Ikpaja in 94.
Yes, you came in Ikpaja in 2014.
In 2014, yes.
Right? No, was it 2014? No,
when did you get? 2016.
2017. Yes.
Yeah, 2017. Yeah, 2017.
Imagine what it was like in 94.
Damn. True.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even at that, I still acknowledge the privilege I had.
True.
That I could come out of my house, I could speak proper English. There were people around me, they couldn't even speak it. I was just like, man, where would they start from? Bro, people were finishing secondary school and the next thing they were going to do was vulcanizer, electrician, straight up Baba. My Baba was...
There's no even room to dream bigger. There's no information to dream bigger.
This is dreaming big. It's not that
Yeah.
that is dreaming big.
That's dreaming big
I'm
for
a
them.
barber
Yeah.
now. I'm able to move
Correct.
out of my parents' face me, I face you. I'm moving to
Into
my own face me. Yes,
face me, face.
my own face me, I face you. Oh, I'm a big boy, you.
Yeah.
I bypass my neighbor Jen.
True.
I remember a guy who used to work for my dad, like in the area. He used to do stuff, like build. He was like an artisan, but very,
Artisan. Yeah.
very talented guy and everything. Richard, rest his soul. He passed away. Remember him taking me to his face me, I face you. He had 2 rooms. He connected the rooms.
Boy.
Big
Big
boy.
boy.
Put on the TV,
Yeah.
everything for me. Said, Osagie, man, don't want to just thank God for life. I just want to thank God for life. When he won't bath, he will still go downstairs and go and have
You will
his
still
bath
go to the public
bedroom
bathroom that is
and
sharing.
use the public
Yeah.
toilet. But the way I saw it in him, then I was asking myself, where is he coming from if he thinks this is the
If
shit?
he thinks this is the yeah, that's true.
And that's when I started to understand that. See, all this time, I still don't have money.
Of course, now. Of
Do you
course, I understand what
So
you're saying.
it wasn't a financial thing at this time for me. My
It was
own privilege in my
education
head
and
is that,
exposure.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And guess what? Even this, my education and exposure, I was not even playing on the level of privileged kids.
At all.
Bro, I traveled out of this
think-
country for the first time. Who's disturbing you? I traveled out of this country for the first time in 2014. That was the first time I traveled. The first time I took a plane was 2011. So you start to look at all these things, and I start to
Came
realize
back
that,
from UK, you didn't buy me anything.
Nah, I bought you stuff. Get the fuck
You
out
bought
of
me,
here.
you bought me some. You bought me some. Yeah, you bought.
I made sure I bought everybody some.
I was just checking to see if you remember.
In fact, I remember the thing I bought you. I bought you like a USA shirt, like
Thank you.
Yeah. It was with large prints. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's privilege.
Yeah.
There's privilege, bro, and I don't like it when people do not acknowledge their privilege. This is what I don't like.
I think the arguments I'm having is different from your arguments. I'm on
What
the
is
same
your
page with
argument?
you. I recognize privilege. I recognize it definitely. I think my own point is, I think what's hurting people the most is because people speak of this thing sometimes from a place of like there's a certain aggressiveness that they use to approach this topic.
Yes.
It's not hate, there's the envy in it. And I don't see the need. The reason I don't see the need is because I believe that when someone is born into wealth and power and later they become a billionaire, and you just explained it, although you said it's not enough, but the reason why I think it's enough is that that person might have just continued the trajectory of his own family, right? While a person who grew up in poverty, got an education, now earns a modest income, right?
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Totally understand.
As a measure, that person has made like a greater leap and a greater growth and overcome.
If you look at the percentage leap,
if you look at a percentage, this thing, right?
Your percentage leap is different from.
It's different from a percentage
Buhari's
leap of,
son.
Thank you, because it's still on the same.
It's
almost
still the same
level.
trajectory, same space, etc.
So
I
think
understand
when
what you're
people
saying. I
approach
don't
this
think that's
from-
why people are mad. Although some people are mad about that, but that's not the real conversation. The real conversation is you've used your privilege to gain favor in XYZ. Then you want to come and sell me a story of hard work.
But you people have not seen the story yet, too. You people have not seen the story
the problem
yet.
is that we've seen other stories, and the stories are very similar. Bro, do you understand what I'm
Especially
trying
from
to
the
say?
Nigerian context, because
Exactly.
if an American billionaire's son becomes successful and writes a book, I think there's something we can also learn from people who are successful, no matter their journey, their trajectory. But from a Nigerian perspective, because of the BS that travels within that space, they'll just come and bobo everybody.
How
Say,
your papa
"Don't
take get money? This money where you talk, say, okay, then I said, how your papa take
How
get
your
the
papa
money?
take get them? Yeah.
Make we not just bro. Make we know. See the
Of
problem.
course.
This podcast at times. I have shackles on my hands. I can't talk. How your papa take get the money?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
I understand. Yeah.
Hey, just look at it.
I think
Someone
my-
mentioned how did Temi Otedola get a lead role in that Netflix movie. Do you understand what I'm saying?
The person
Somebody has
said-
been.
the person But somebody retweeted that tweet and said one of our friends has been disturbing her to come and watch to support her movie. That in the movie she was fanning, she was one of the slaves fanning the queen from part 1 to part 4. Her role was fanning the queen.
Oh my god, people are funny. The memes from this thing has been. But you get my point. That's privilege.
Yeah, it is.
Privilege.
I think your own point is for people to recognize
used in a
and
way,
accept.
Privilege, exactly. Privilege used in a way where you're like, this person is not worth this. Like, there are some things that are worth it. And I'm not speaking to aloud. I just mentioned that as an example, right?
Yeah.
But there are some things that are worth where you know that, okay, this person is a child of privilege. See, at the end of the day, if I'm a child of privilege and this conversation was going on, I'll just tell people, so what do you want me to do? To kill myself? I will use my privilege to get what I want. Guess what?
But that's not the conversation all of them are having.
But guess what? All of us on every level we are using our privilege now.
Yes. Yeah.
On every single level we are. Yeah. Whether you're calling your church member to say, "Oh, my son just got admission. I know you are."
It's a privilege.
That is privilege. Like, we are all doing it, and that's not what. My own is that when you do that, don't come out and sell me another story.
Be honest enough and come out and just say the real thing. Yeah.
That I use my privilege.
Apart from using your privilege, there are also like factors that you imbibe, that you can imbibe that led to your success. But it's important that you acknowledge that, oh, this is what happened. Got this nomination, got this recommendation from my dad and some sort, but this is what I did differently. That's, if you are being that honest in that approach, you can also learn other parts of what's contributed to your success. Do you understand? We can see the story to recognize that while you are admitting this, there are also things that you did. I think that's also why the video story in a way that I really like, because his second single was him telling you people that I'm a son of a rich man.
Don't try and stop me. What's the matter, Miduro? Do not try to stop me.
I'm a son of a rich man.
I am the son of a rich man.
Yes.
Bro, it doesn't get more literal than that.
Exactly.
Do not try and stop me. Miduro, Emi, Omo, Babalo. I am the son of a very rich man.
True.
My uncle was a one-time governor. My new uncle now is my other uncle is a governor.
He's not a governor now, yeah. My dad is one of the richest men in the country. Yeah?
Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
His parents, Jackie and Mike Bezos, provided his initial startup money for Amazon. They invested approximately $245,573 in the company, which made, at that time, a significant portion of their savings. This early investment made in 1995 was crucial in getting his online books off the ground.
True. Yes.
Online bookstore, rather. You see what I'm saying? So acknowledge.
I understand your point. You acknowledged, because Jeff Bezos today, in all his books and write-up and speech, all the speech that he has given, everything, he has not come out to sell you a grace to grace story, or a grass to grace story. He has come out to tell you about leadership, how to inspire people to work, how to lead a company, how to lead an organization, how to scale. Those are important stories in the context of where it comes from. Do you get? So that's what I'm saying. Let's give grace to Todela to see. Let's see the kind of book he wants to write. He can't come and tell us, it's a grass to grace story. He might tell us about how to recover from a $1 billion debt or something. Like, there's so many things that we can learn from rich people, from wealthy people, no matter where, from success stories, no matter what led to the success. That's just my own point. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? And also, I feel people like me, for example, that's how I contextualize like my own position in life. Distance traveled is a better metric to me, because it humanizes the whole story. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you want to feel better of yourself, especially if you're somebody who have worked hard and you know that you've done everything with your own privilege, you should be able to sit down and conceptualize your own success story to say, I'm successful. So that when you are approaching this issue, it doesn't come from a place of hatred or envy or any sort of aggression. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I agree with what you're saying, because no matter how much money you have, right, you still have to put grit and grind into anything to become successful.
Consistency into, yes.
Do you understand? Yeah. We know see, bro, we know people of privilege who have switched careers. Who have switched careers, or who are saying, oh, today I'm a chef, oh, tomorrow I'm a painter, oh, next tomorrow I'm selling candle, on
That
5
itself
days.
is privilege speaking because they can do that because
You can
there's a
afford to
backup.
fail.
They can afford to fail. Yeah.
You understand? Multiple
Yeah.
times. The margin of error for someone like you and me
Bro.
is mine is zero. There's no margin.
Bro.
There's no error due
There's
to parallax.
20 I could so something happened in 2016 in my life where I could say I was financially reckless. And this financially reckless not be not be me.
I know you.
I just misused the savings. I can tell you that it took me about 2 years to recover from that. From that, it's a very small
Venture.
money. From that venture. Like, and you're thinking about it now, it's just very small money. Just because of where I was coming from and where I was at a particular time and what that money meant and what I had passed through to save that money at that particular time. It meant so much to me. Do you get where I was able to say, okay, let me lock in again and save again before I get to that level of savings again. So it's very, very dicey. A mistake, an error, a misstep can just crash you entirely, even like coming from someone with like little or no privilege. So it's very difficult to navigate and understand that. But I think everybody should also recognize while we have this conversation, also recognize the privilege that you have and ask yourself, have I made use of my privilege? You have made excellent use of your privilege, right? You know, I've made very good use of my privilege. And that's something that makes me happy when I'm approaching these conversations that we've had. You know, you're someone who became very, very connected as a media personality, as someone popular, and you put your friends in position. You made calls to say, oh, you're looking for a road. This guy can do it. This guy can do it. That's making use of your privilege, and that's the person you are recommending also making use of their own, taking advantage of their own privilege. It's also important to have the conversation that way. Everybody also has like a sort of privilege. How are you using it? That's the conversation I want to have with people I'm close to or people who want to listen to me. How are you using your privilege? Like that school that you went to, that university that you went to, that your parents were able to afford. It's very important in the scheme of things. You don't understand. You get,
people don't understand that going to a private school in Nigeria is a privilege.
What? It's a privilege.
You see, people that went to private school in Nigeria that didn't attend public. I don't know how to start to explain public university to people.
Do you know my dad apologized? So it's out of all my siblings, I was the only one who attended like public school, like secondary and primary school.
Yeah.
Do you know my dad apologizes to me about it like till tomorrow? Like in conversations, you say, oh, that period I didn't have money, it was rough. That's why you had to do this. So I went to a private school in primary school. From primary, I went to a public school first from primary 1 to primary 2. Then I went to a private school from primary 2 to primary 5. The primary school didn't have a primary 6 because everybody writes common entrance from primary 5. But my dad didn't have money to register me for primary 5 for the common entrance because the primary school didn't have primary 5 and primary 6 class. I had to go to a public school. I've given you guys that just one time on the podcast when I mentioned the name of the school.
Yeah,
you guys started laughing, right? I had to go to a primary school, a public secondary school, a public primary school to do my primary 6, and from there wrote my common entrance and primary 6 exam before I went to a. But by the time I was also ready for primary secondary school, my parents didn't have the money for the private institution that they had in mind, and I went to a public school. But all my siblings went to private schools from primary to secondary. Do you get? And I could see, there's a certain way we all grew up in the same financial class, but there's a certain way my siblings carry themselves, like Ajebo, like Ajes. I'm street different. I was different because of the people they interacted with growing up, the kind of friends they have. Like if you see my siblings' friends, they're Ajebos. Like, you understand? But me, I made friends with the street guys. It's different. Like this is just within a household. I'm giving you differences between the kind of like settings that we pass through in the same household. It's different, let alone different class, different financial class. So like it exists. Nobody's arguing that, right? But what do you do with yours? That's just the question. And Dr. Neto, put out a tweet too, which I really liked. Long tweets about recognizing his own privilege and also urging everyone to recognize their own and just ask yourself, what are you doing with it? It's not easy. We know.
That's
it's not
it.
easy.
That's it. Because even with that privilege, you have to work hard.
You have to work hard. But other people's opinion also.
But don't just come and tell me. Just don't come and tell me.
like someone like
Bro,
Pem's manager is just coming on saying, "Oh, Nepo baby." He's just trying to like ridicule the whole thing, like as if
yeah,
we
because
are joking.
he's missed the entire point of it.
He's missed the entire point, and he has
Yeah,
this main
and
character syndrome where he makes everything about himself. He has made
yeah,
everything about himself now. Well,
yeah,
Nepo baby in Paris, Nepo
he's
baby.
missed the entire he's
Yeah,
missed
you
the
have missed
entire point.
the entire point. Nobody is saying that you're not working hard, but you came back from. You say you came back from London and you were managing. You came back from London first of all. Like you don't understand. Like these people are so caught up in their own world. Do you get? I was having a conversation with somebody recently, and we're having a conversation about somebody we know at a workplace that never acknowledged him or us. Like when you acknowledge, maybe mention somebody by name, or you see somebody, you shake them. Oh, how far now? You have like a few conversations with them. And I explained to that person, I'm like, do you know who that guy's dad is? Do you know who his mother is? That guy grew up in money. I think he went to a big private school in Lagos, then went to abroad to attend high school. They came back to do governance in Nigeria, then went to America to do. He exists in a certain world that he does not know. Like he exists in a certain world and interacts with people in a certain world that he struggles to even look at us and interact with us because we are from different world. He's not arrogant. He's not pompous. He's just different. You don't understand. That's how because people's opinion sometimes, or people's opinion of me or how they interact with me does not define who I am. It defines who they are. Do you get? So why the person who was having the conversation with me was hurt by the person's interaction with them? I was like, no, don't be hurt. It's his own world. Like he's in his own world. You're not in his world. Stay in your own world and navigate it how you want to navigate it and move on. Do you understand? People exist in different worlds entirely. Like people don't understand the cadres on the different compartment that we have in life. People are elites. Like we've been in a situation where we look at people like these people are in their own world. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like they can never relate to you. That's the conversation. That's how I look at people like that and who are arguing. I'm like, you don't understand what it is. Do you get?
No, my wife annoyed me this afternoon.
What did she say?
Because I was I live on the first floor, right? I stay in like an apartment. I live on the first floor, and I was like, I can't come out to the balcony and sit at the first floor. If we were on like the 10th floor now, we would have been sitting at the balcony. But I was like, no, we can still come out, put like umbrellas and everything. I'm like, no, it's just the first floor. I'll be having eye contact with people coming in to like the apartment. It's like a 14th floor, but I don't want to have contact. My wife looked at me and said, you know, you're very elitist. And I looked at my wife like, no, I'm not elitist. I'm not just sociable. They are two different things. Because my wife always says I'm elitist, okay, I want to buy something. Oh, I saw this thing at this market. I'm like, no, just buy the original. Don't do this.
The
Don't
original
do
one, yeah.
I
So
say
you're
elitist. No, these are different things. This is not, it has nothing to do with elitist, or being elitist. Just because I don't want to talk to somebody doesn't mean I'm not.
Doesn't mean exactly.
The person, see, guys, the thought and expression of the person, we can't talk.
It's different.
I'm tired of coming down to people's levels
to
talk all the time. I want to stay on my own level and talk.
Own level, yeah.
Or I'm talking about something and then you are judging me off what I feel because you are so one-minded. I can't be talking to people like that. I just talked about Christianity on one episode. People were writing and insulting me. Just because, do you understand what I'm saying? One single-minded.
Just because you have a different view of the world that we live in. Just a
people actually think the world revolves around them.
Revolves around what they believe in. Exactly. So, the world that we live in is just a result of where we are brought in. Like you said, if I was brought in a different environment, I'll be a different person entirely.
Yes.
And I'll believe that word is the truth.
Is the gospel. So the ability for you to sit down somewhere, absorb different things and see it from different people's point of view, it's a blessing. And to me, that's like a high form of you being enlightened.
Understanding, yeah, it's true.
Do you understand? For you to sit down and really just soak it up and say, okay, what do you believe in? And what's your thought process? Why do you think like this? And that's why I love to relate with everybody. Bro, when I was growing up, right, I had friends in the neighborhood who thought they were elites because they were going to private secondary schools. And that's the thing about this privilege and elitism. And at every level, you think you are more elite than the person that you have more access to, maybe information, education, or financial capability. And then you think you're just elite. So growing up in Ekpaja, I had neighbors who thought they were elite. because
Yeah,
the
exactly.
person, the people they were sharing the same neighborhood with were, like I told you, taking their bath outside.
Taking the
So in
bath
their own
outside.
eyes, they were like, no, I have a
Sure.
bedroom and a toilet. I'm elite.
Yeah.
Like I'm not on your level. And I attend
Yeah.
a private school where I don't need to carry my desk or my head to school.
So when you head to school, that's of course, exactly. When
And
we're
for
growing up,
me, yeah.
when we're growing up, the person who had like, I remember there's that 2, 3 of flats who had like generators. They were the elites in our area just because they had generators.
Do you understand? Or you had
Yeah,
access to cable TV.
exactly. Yeah.
You know, everybody looked at them like, when there's no light, this place,
They have lights.
there was always lights. You kind of think you're elite, you know, and all of that. And
Yeah.
then you look down on people, and I hate, and that's why I don't roll with people who look down on people.
Sure.
I
Sure.
can't connect with you. Once you look
Yeah.
down on people, we can't be close.
Yeah.
Because for me, you lack a fundamental
If is a basic understanding of life.
what, how will I put it now? Like there's a setting of empathy, and when I mean setting, setting,
Okay.
you know, like an empathy setting that is missing from your whole
Like
configuration.
true. True.
Because when I look at someone who can't speak grammatically, can't speak properly,
Express themselves like grammatically well, like
I don't look at the person as in a form of ridicule. I look at the
or they are
person,
intellectually defective or something.
yes,
It's just
I
a
look
level
at
of
it as
education and exposure. Yeah.
I look at it as privilege. Like this
Yeah,
person,
it is.
he lacked the privilege to be able to attend, because this person attended proper secondary school.
Thank you.
This person would speak
Back
properly.
to the artisan that you're talking about, that he's very talented. And the talent they were talking about is just maybe the way they lay the blocks, put the cement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For the level of education that he had, he's very talented. Just imagine putting that person also in a higher level of education and what they would have been. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And that's why when we were working at Pulse, right? I hired everybody. You saw it now.
Everybody.
I don't want to know your background. I don't want to know anything.
Nobody.
I just
Your
want to
certificate
know.
sometimes.
We had rich kids, we had middle class kids, we had
Everybody.
lungu kids.
Somebody
and
just
everybody
walked in and said, I just came in. I just want to write. Do you like sports? Steve, come.
Take.
So yeah, it is.
Yeah. And so I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I remember I see farm, bro. I see privileged kids. Let's talk about it now. They will meet with our CEOs. They will meet with our CEOs at the club where we were in traffic going home, right? And then the next day they resume and they say this person has resumed.
Yes.
And I'm like, what
is this
what is
person?
this? What is going on? What kind of nonsense is this? Like, does this person have the qualifications to work in this company?
Does the person have the passion or the qualification to work? No.
No. But they met you and everybody.
They met at the club.
They met at what's the name of that brewery? Or they met
at Lounge or something.
Or they met at Bottles.
Yeah.
And everybody was nice and chummy, and then you gave the person a job. And I'm just like, and what usually happened? 3 months, 4 months, 5 months.
They don't stay 3 months, 2 months.
They're out.
We've seen a case of 2 weeks.
They're out.
Yeah.
They're out.
Yeah.
Anyways, but again, privilege, just understand you have privilege on all levels, right? And acknowledge it. And when you're trying to inspire people, please don't hide your privilege from when you are inspiring people. It's super important. This is the equivalent of a runs guy, right?
Yes.
A fraudster or a girl who
on
does
Instagram telling
prostitution.
us, hardworking. He's hardworking.
Yes. This is the equivalent of, what's the name of that guy? No, everybody even knew that one was a scammer. There's the other one that said he was coding, and he was not coding.
The ones that are on Forbes, what's that Forbes 30 under 30.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you're it's the equivalent of a scammer coming and telling us, "Oh man, you really need to work hard."
And truly,
no, people are working hard. Stop this shit of you need to work hard.
Osagie, how do I put it? The role of these like privilege and networking, and I won't say crime, but undertakings that make people rich in Nigeria is also the reason why we don't have like this empowering authorship system where like successful people are authoring books that are changing and being impactful. Do you get, like, people mention like Tim Cook's books, Steve Jobs' books? These guys can really be impactful with their books or with their stories because they really passed through a process that defined their success. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You called your father, who called somebody And that is how they got the license to
And
your
that is how they
company,
get the license to do
to
a
your
job, and you
fintech
are
company
doing
or
it.
something.
And yes,
Or
something,
because your
something.
dad or your uncle knows somebody, you went and put a
Yeah.
powerful man on your board who opened doors
Exactly.
for you. And that's
So there's no
okay.
way you're going to write a book. You didn't pass through a process that will make you come and write a book and impart knowledge and impart us.
No, my problem with that is that you're not. See, it's okay even if that happened. It happens.
Yeah.
It's not. This is not. You can't single. It's not. You.
No, I'm saying that
Nigeria
it
is not even.
happened.
My
Yeah,
problem is put that in the story.
Yeah, it's not going to be impactful.
Don't hide it. Don't hide it. How did you get it? Because me too, I'm now doing it. I'm like, how do I get this license?
Yeah.
Put it in the story.
Yeah.
Don't hide it. Don't don't sugarcoat, don't cover up the parts where your privilege helped you out. Put it there.
Yeah.
We
Put
see
it
Jeff
there.
Bezos, his parents gave him
Put it there.
$245,000 in 1995.
Yeah.
Do you know how much that money is today?
200 what?
$45,000 in 1995.
That money can start up, can even start a startup in Nigeria well, very, very well. Today.
I seed money with that now, isn't it?
That's seed money with that now.
Even you're not even careful, self. Nah, you're
That's seriously.
How much is $245,000 in 20
Oh,
you understand? So it's all about understanding these things, right? And then positioning yourself well. And see, on this podcast, we will not tell you lies. We'll tell you where our privilege helped us. We'll tell you where we were lucky. We'll tell you this is what happened. We'll tell you where we grinded. Tell you where we worked hard. But one thing I will not do is have access to some level of privilege and then lie to you and say,
and disguise it.
The richest woman in the world, not in the world, but in Nigeria at some point.
In Nigeria.
You read the interviews and you couldn't pick one thing.
You know why you can't pick one thing? Because she didn't pass through a defined process to success. That's why she cannot articulate it for you now. She cannot tell you. She wants you to write it in the book. I met this person. And they gave me.
And they gave me a block.
She didn't pass through a defined set of steps to success. That's why she cannot articulate it. That's why she cannot write a book. Oprah has authored a book because she passed through a defined set, a defined process to success that she take and she can recommend to people. That's why her story can be impactful. These people did not go through those processes, so they can't even write any book. They can't even go and give TED talks. Have you ever seen what's this guy's name? This former guy that worked at Abubakar, this media guy, this journalist. I think there's this investment summit in Dubai where he listened to. You remember when he said exactly that thing that is when they did very well, right? There's a reason why these people cannot articulate these things because then it's not defined step. It's just some undertakings that you can do. The Nigerian understand the Nigerian terrain. If you understand me,
the Nigerian context.
You gain the system because of the Nigerian terrain. Attain success, you can't articulate it. You can't put it down and to impact other people because, it is what it is.
I would implore people to also read Olumide Soyombo's take on this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you read it, right?
No?
Olumide Soyombo is a serial investor in a lot of startups, successful startups, by the way. We're talking about
what's the cross of his write-up?
Lemfi, Piggyverse, Paystack is invested, and all of that. Basically, it's a nuanced conversation. So what's happening on social media is it's always polarized, right?
Yeah.
People will never come to the middle. Everybody will stay on one side. Oh, it's
Extreme.
not possible. Oh, it's possible. What he's just trying to say is that he said, I'll be the first person to say people with privilege need to admit and own their privilege. There's room for a grass to grace story, and there's room for a grace to more grace story. The issue is when people with privilege try to paint their story as grass to grace story. I don't agree with the narrative because while it's a valid story, it's still a different story. When a successful entrepreneur from a well-known or well-off family shares their story, like Femi Otedola recently with the announcement of his new book, the same old debate resurfaces. He was always going to make it. He was born rich. It's a tempting narrative, simple, linear, and mostly wrong. Let's be clear. Privilege is real. It could be financial, social, or educational. And yes, it can
Yep.
open doors. But doors don't walk themselves. Doors don't walk themselves through. What happens on the other side of the doors is still a different story. I know this firsthand. I was raised in a very comfortable and entrepreneurial home. So yes, I had early access to a Windows 95 PC the year it came out. I was fascinated by it. That exposure shaped my curiosity and eventually my career. But privilege alone didn't build blue chip technologies, though. That's the name of his company. It didn't
Yeah.
convince customers to trust us when we had no office and no reputation. It didn't decide to invest in Paystack, Piggyvest, or Lemfi. Privilege is an advantage, not a promise.
Yes,
So
it's
he
not a
now talks
promise.
about what he shared
Definitely.
in his new book and all of that, right? And all of
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is the best take I've seen on this.
Yeah, it is. It's
You
good. It's
know,
really
well
good.
said, well
Yeah.
nuanced, well balanced,
Yeah.
and has a lot of context. So I agree,
Really good.
100%. You know,
Yeah.
because you're going to talk to children. I have friends who are children of privilege, and they'll tell you, man, okay, I have all this money, but it's tough out here, Osagie. I have to
Yeah.
work, like, if I don't create something, and there's a lot of pressure and all of that, and they still
Yeah.
have to. You still have, when you create anything, you still have to sell it, whatever you
Yeah.
want to do, because whether you have privilege or not, market forces are market forces, my brother.
My brother is general, is universal. It does not change. Yeah. So yeah,
So
those are things I want people to articulate well. Like, give me the part where your the knowledge. That's the defined. This is a defined step to success when you're talking about market entry. Investors will not like have to open up the market. Those are things that you can learn from people who have done it. So I totally agree with his points. Definitely.
yeah, man. So any other points on that?
No. Good.
Okay, great. I wanted to play a video of a lady who recently moved to Nigeria and has been living in Nigeria for 3 months. I want you
Okay.
guys to hear what she had to say about her experience in the country.
Sure.
So I've been in Lagos for almost 3 months now, so I thought it'd only be right for me to share my experience with you guys. First things first, I know people are probably gonna get me in the comments for this, but it does not serve women. Beat me, it is what it is. I said what I said. I was actually quite shocked. To be honest, I learned this very quickly in my stay here. I realized how much women are not protected in Nigeria. I realized how much women are not heard in Nigeria. And unfortunately, to be able to survive in Nigeria, I hate to say it, but you need a man to help you. And it may not be a man who you need to be romantic with, but you need to be able to have a man that you can rely on. It's as simple as being in a restaurant. I can call a waiter 4 times for him to do something, he's not gonna do it. And I've gone out with my male friends. When they call for that waiter, instantly. Next, things are so expensive here. Don't let anyone tell you different. The Lagos you knew before is not the Lagos that we know now. And I'm talking about basic things. Basic groceries, bell peppers. Here, it is the equivalent of like £2.50. And I know these bell peppers are imported. You can get the local ones, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Them local ones be looking real local. So I'm finna get them foreign ones, the imported ones, but it's gonna cost you. I got quoted the equivalent of £6.50 for 5 pieces of bananas. Insane. Rent, groceries, clothes, everything is actually so expensive in Nigeria. I feel sorry for those who do not earn enough in Naira. I can't imagine how locals are feeling. Elitism is so loud in this country. Would love to express how the elitism is in Nigeria, but I feel like it's one of those ones you can only really experience to understand. The area you live in is literally as simple as saying, I live in Ikoyi, Banana Island. Cars, what you're wearing, is it designer? Is all packaging in this country. And then to top it off, the disparity in classes, those who are genuinely working class, struggling day to day, to those who make money, insane. And the women are gonna beat me in the comments for this, but a lot of Nigerian women are not actually friendly, and I don't know why. And I'm not gonna say it's all of them. You do get the odd friendly girls, like shout out to you lot. Welcome to Nigeria. I remember there was one time I smiled at a girl. She walked past me as if I didn't exist. I even questioned my own existence. From then on, I learned never to smile at any Lagos girl again. It's like an aura, a vibe, it's a uniform, it's a badge. I don't want to be stereotyping, but why are y'all so mad? And come back for part 2. So
Oh yeah, I don't have part two, but yeah, I think one thing that stood out was the first thing,
Yeah,
right? Which is, and this is, I won't say this is Nigeria. This is definitely Lagos, right? Because Nigeria, like outside Lagos, her experience will be totally different.
difference. Yeah,
Yeah, it will be
yeah.
different. Not in everything, but it will be different. But I want to say something in Nigeria, in Lagos. One thing I do know is women actually face a lot of
There's a lot of difficulties, especially living, staying, like doing things
yes,
independently as a woman in Lagos.
it's tough.
It's tough.
It's
It's tough. I
tough.
remember.
And this
I
thing she
remember
talked
if
about, right?
yeah,
Going to the restaurant, calling a
yeah.
waiter, and answering, and the guy is there, and the guy is there. If he calls,
Even
the
as
guy is there in 2 seconds. I've seen it
bro,
happen.
bro, one of the biggest struggles for single women, especially like working class single women in Lagos, is dealing with artisan. Do you know the struggle of a single woman in Lagos, like a working class woman going to repair a car in Lagos with
Repair
the
your
like the
car,
mechanics? Jesus
carpenter,
Christ.
plumbing, anything, right?
Bro, you see these people just ripping them off arrogantly.
I saw
Like
a
just
thread
bro.
where a woman was saying she wants a shelf built in a certain way, and the
Yeah.
carpenter was telling her, no,
No.
he's not going to build it like that. And I'm
What?
just like, what the fuck
Bro.
is going? He
Like,
said,
bro.
Madam, no be so I go build on my way.
See, I've had a conversation with a girl who told me that the reason why she like went back after like staying single for about 2 years, the reason why she was like, you know what, fuck it, the next guy that comes, I'm dating, was her experience with mechanics. The guy that
Wow.
was repairing her air conditioning in her car and the mechanics, like they were really, they were just basically torturing her because she's just like, this is a woman that stays, this is a girl that stays on her own. She's independent, she works, she has her own money, but she just couldn't get things done. And she looked at me and was like, oh, the next guy that comes, I'm going to date that guy just to get these things off my plate. Do you understand? Like, it's frustrating, it's difficult. And just,
I have been that guy where
yeah,
I've had female friends. I was
yeah,
like, please, I'm going to this
help me.
place. We need to, please, I need you to come and talk to these people because
Exactly.
they're
Thank
not
you.
going to listen to
Exactly.
me.
They're not going to listen
Or
to her.
I don't even know how to approach this because they're
Yeah,
just going
it's
to
difficult.
ridicule me.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's
Or the
difficult.
many
It's really
times we've had
difficult.
to vouch because somebody
Yeah.
was renting an apartment.
Renting a house, that is very, very regular. Very regular. You know, it's tough. It's really tough.
So that
And
was one thing
I
that
don't know
really
if the
caught me.
experiences, I don't know if the experience will be different in other places apart from Lagos in Nigeria. I think the severity might be like lesser.
Yes.
Or might be less than, but less than what we have in Lagos. But there will be similarities. The Nigerian factor is the Nigerian factor, man. It's difficult, to be very honest. I understand that pain, definitely. Yeah,
It is
easy.
difficult.
Yeah.
It is difficult. All right, man. We're done with Nepo babies, man. I think that was a great conversation. And please, guys, write to us. Write to us. Let us know what you feel and how you feel about it. Please, can we just quickly bounce to Edo State quickly?
What's happening in Edo State? The thing against
Governor Monday Okpebolo. Why is he threatening Peter Obi? Like, it's see, guys. I
should I
understand that
explain it
you
for
guys
you?
need to be pro APC and you
Let
guys
me
need to
explain
be
to you.
Tinubu's boy.
Should I explain
is
to you?
Can I play the video first?
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Yes. This is Edo State Governor Monday Okpebolo basically threatening Peter Obi for visiting Edo State and donating to the nursing hospital.
The man will say no gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody was saying, no, that she will get 15 million to donate the people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.
Okay, so everybody now has a band.
Everybody now has a back. Yeah. Everybody now has a band.
Bro,
yeah.
See, the problem is, so one thing I've noticed, when things are happening, like ridiculousness is happening like real time, we don't seem to quantify it and quantify how crazy and
It is.
how how mad this is until
We
like a
trivialize
decade
it a lot.
later
Yes,
when
when it
people
becomes
are
out of
reading
hand.
about it. You know how we're reading
Yeah.
about what's happening with Max Solo's books and we're like, what the fuck? This happened. How did this happen? But when it happens in real time, like
It's
this
the
video has
media.
happened now, and nobody's
Well, nobody's like, there's no mass
not even
condemnation.
I'm not even talking. Do you know what the funny thing is that I'm actually not even talking about what
It's
Monday
about the
Kwebe
band that
said.
you're talking
It's the
about.
band I'm talking
the
about.
idea
Though.
of politicians now going around with praise singers as bands, fully equipped and paid for by the resources of the people, by taxpayers' money.
Bro, I'm losing my mind.
Have you seen the top 5? Have you seen anything from the top 5 or top 6 media companies or media outlets or TV shows talking about these things? It's been normalized. It's ridiculous.
Bro.
It's ridiculous.
A music band. Bro, do you know what this is? This is
the
like...
cost of traveling with them, logistics, like the cost of traveling with them, feeding them on every trip, setting up their microphones, everything, the generator that is running, the fuel. Do you know how much this thing is costing?
This is taking me back to the medieval times where you had the king speak and then they were the praise singers.
Yes.
Around the king that will now sing.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
This. If Donald Trump sees this thing, he would like to adopt it. Donald Trump will like to adopt it. He's going to take it.
Yeah.
Probably get ridiculous.
Probably get a Mexican band. Donald Trump.
No, it's really it's important that you noted it. It's ridiculous, Osagie.
Bro,
thinking about it now, it is ridiculous.
The guy finished speaking and somebody started singing.
It's not funny. Everybody in Nigeria, we know Weekend now that he dances. Anytime he's doing public speeches, he has to dance. As a governor, he normalized it. He brought them to Abuja. He became a minister, a federal minister. So
you speak at the press conference now, then people just start singing after you.
Start singing.
Bro, to me, this is a huge problem.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. Okay. It is ridiculous. But
like
you know
said, taxpayers' money.
Yeah, taxpayers' money.
Bro, is it that
fly them?
What has happened to us as a country? Like, have we been beaten into submission, into a point where we can't do anything anymore? Is that what has happened?
And people are not, and that's the thing. Education. People are not. There's no enough critical thinking to raise these things as something that's really serious. Do you understand? Like
because people don't even think it's serious.
People don't think it's serious. People don't.
The
think
media
about
is not.
level.
See, bro.
But if Donald Trump does it,
broken.
like
the
what
media
the Democrats, what the
Obama wore a grey suit.
what the left winger, what the left wing media is going to do,
they'll kill him.
Do you understand? Like they can't even, bro.
Obama wore a grey suit, and the right wing media finished him.
Look at how America is. One of the biggest Donald Trump supporters, Andrew Shaw's and the Flagrant podcast. Donald Trump went there joined his election run as a president when he was running to return as president. He went to the Flagrant podcast.
Yeah, he went to Shaw's podcast.
So they are known as one of the biggest supporters. In short, the left-wing media named them the podcast bros. Like they have they have influence in this masculine world or something. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
And the Shaw's made a comment recently criticizing Donald Trump on the Epstein listing, and the White House released the statement.
I saw the video
responded.
now. He said everything that Trump said him do. He's not doing it.
Yeah, they responded. That was how.
Shout out to Andrew Schultz, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Take
how
some balls to do that.
You keep people accountable. Our media, there's nothing. You know, it's just interesting. Arise TV, Rufai will just be on the morning show, just shouting, and after his show finishes, everybody just goes home. The newspapers are not doing anything about it.
But it's controlled now. Even if he wants to do anything, it's controlled. He can't do anything now. It's controlled.
Yeah.
Let's give it a book. Who owns Arise? It's controlled. It's controlled.
It's controlled too.
It's controlled. Bro, so I saw this. Let's not even talk about what's. First of all, he said 3 people died. Is this confirmed?
He's just trying to
rile up
the whole thing. He said it in Edo States, not even where the bad guy visited. Somebody visited in nursing school and donated money for them and left. So what concerns him with the 3 people that died in the state after the guy left? You know, he's just. So what happens is this is just an illiterate who lacks the nuance of governance, who lacks the nuance of speech, of the figures of speech, or the tonation, or the languages to
Man
use
couldn't
in
even say 50
opposition.
million. Both times he said 50 million. Yeah, he
He
said
said
1.5
1.5.
first.
He doesn't know like the figures or zeros, how many zeros that makes up like 15 or something.
These numbers are hard to pronounce.
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce. So he's an illiterate. So that's why he's struggling with the nuance of conversation, the figures of speech, the language, kind of language you use when we are talking about an opposition.
Idiomatic
so that's why he's just
expressions.
speaking. Thank you. That's why he's speaking straight up as a thug that he is. This is just like street lingua now. He's just speaking as a thug. Like, your security is not guaranteed. What does that mean? A citizen of the country comes to your state. I don't understand. He's not a governor. He's not a police. He does not have like he's not a minister. There's no portfolio.
Came and donated 50 million naira
to a nursing school
in your state.
And you are saying no get shishi. You know get shishi. A thinking human being did not equate and no get shishi to I can't donate money to school. That's what he has been doing in the last 20 years of his life.
I don't get shit. My point, okay, let's even delve into that. Let's come down into Monday Okpebolo's mind. Okay. As simple as the simplistic nature of Monday Okpebolo's mind.
You can't. I'm telling you, it's privilege. You can't. You are privileged.
That's a good one. I got to put the trumpets in that one. Oh my God. On the real, let's get into Monday Okpebolo's mind.
All right, let's go.
He said, okay, the man say he no get shishi, he can't donate 15 million. So are you trying to, is your goal there trying to say he's not trustworthy because he lied?
He's not trustworthy because he lied. I don't understand.
Is that Monday Okpebolo's goal? Is that his goal to say the man say he no get shishi, but he can't donate 15 million? What is your goal there?
What's the goal there? I don't understand it.
To say, oh, he's a liar.
He lacks the language. He lacks the nuance. And it's also because of this lack of understanding of how things work. He's trying to overcompensate us. You know, he wants to be in Tinubu's good books. Do you get? And he has given them a mandate to secure your state in this election. So everybody's doing all they can. But he's an illiterate. He's overdoing it. He doesn't have like the emotional intelligence to manage everything.
Edo State, you voted him in.
I can't say you.
Yeah.
if that's what you call it.
Because at this point, right, you can't even blame the people.
No, you can't blame the people.
See, bro, when have we had a free and fair election in this country?
I can't remember when.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's been massive rigging in every election.
I refuse to believe that Edo State looked at that man and voted for him. I refuse to believe it. Bro, do you think watching him speak at that, I think it was like you cringed a bit watching him speak, like listening to him talk about it.
A bit,
bro,
I believe
this is nothing compared to what happened during the campaign.
I was watching the whole thing. I kept saying it now that
you kept coming to the group. So are you going to
yeah. What's going on here? Is this going to happen? That Nuru was laughing at me.
Nuru was laughing. Understand? Yeah, I remember.
Audio and I kept saying, "What is going on here? Are we really going to vote this guy in?"
Yeah.
I was like, this is the guy that is running for governor. How?
Yeah. How? Yeah.
Anyways, let us move from Edo State. Since Edo no be like Lagos, let's quickly move to somewhere in Lagos. Let's move to the youth house of the APC in Lagos, where Dayo Israel received delivery.
Oh gosh.
You know the problem about Dayo Israel? I would appreciate if he's actually being cynical, but I actually am afraid that he's
serious.
Being honest. Anyways, people don't know what we're talking about, so let's play the audio, then we'll tell you what he's talking about.
We're expanding the activities and game here at the youth house, and finally we brought in our first PS5 to start having the opportunity for people to come in here and play. I think it's the second PS5 at the youth house. Youth house. Come and play PlayStation. We're going to have lots of other. This brand new baby PS5 Slim to our gaming at the youth house. We're bringing in more games. We're also going to bring in Xbox and others. But thank God for the little small wins. We keep doing it based on our capacity.
All right, man. So let me get this straight, right? Dayo Israel. If you guys don't know who Dayo Israel is, he is the APC National Youth Leader, right? That's who he is. The APC National Youth Leader, right? This is the future of tomorrow, all right? This man is probably in his 40s now, but he's the APC National Youth Leader. It's okay, 40 is fine. He tweeted, with the video that you guys just heard, along with the video, he said, "Today we received delivery of our first PlayStation PS5 Slim game at the Youth House gaming area. We already have a snooker, table tennis, and we'll be introducing multiple PlayStation game cubicles, Xbox, and other fun activities so that the center truly serves its purpose as a place for networking, relaxation, and strategy development and implementation for young progressives. Our podcast studios and training rooms will also be available for our members to leverage. We want to be an enabler."
I think here I would say
Is
is the thought
is
that counts.
wait,
It's the intention that counts. I think the implementation is like really shabby, but like let's just give
no.
them credit for something.
I honestly, I watched this video about
You
two,
didn't
three
believe it?
times, and I'm trying to understand that. Does Dayo Israel, is he fucking with us right now? Is this
Yeah.
like a skit where he's like, maybe he's just trolling somebody or something? Because he actually is unboxing the PS5 with the gamepads on the table as he's speaking, and he's excited.
Yeah.
Bro, we're cooked.
Yeah, we are. We are.
We're cooked. This was sauteed.
Marinate.
You understand? They marinate. You know how you marinate that steak and you put it inside.
You put it inside. You
Yeah,
cook well.
you rub the
You
spices
rub.
and everything. Then they now put it in air fryer. By the way, bro,
Yeah.
do you have an air fryer?
That's what we fry it and chicken with or meat with now, stuff like that.
Bro, once I got the air fryer last year, I
Uh,
cursed the years that I was frying stuff with oil.
Yes, frying stuff on the oil.
And
Okay,
it's so
okay,
stupid
okay,
of me. I
okay.
kept seeing air fryer. My wife, oh, funny enough, we actually had an air fryer in Lagos, but it was like an
Okay.
old one. But that's what my wife used to
Yeah.
use to plantain and everything. But it wasn't
Yeah,
very
yeah.
big, so we used to still deep fry.
Deep
So at
fry,
some point, I'm
yeah.
just like, let's just get this air fryer. So we got that Philips, the double one, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
Frying everything.
I threw everything in the air fryer.
Yeah, that's it. Everything.
I just
even
threw
did that
everything in
today
the air
too.
fryer.
Yeah, I even did that today.
Maybe that's
Yeah,
what
that's what
Israel
we
is going to
did.
get next in the kitchen. And then he'll do a video unboxing a whole fucking air fryer. Because I'm trying to
Yeah, if you have a
understand
youth
how
center,
the
you're putting
APC
video
National
games.
Youth Chairman, why is the APC National Youth Chairman, why does he feel comfortable enough putting out bro, do you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I am going to look for the DNC National Youth Leader in America. And let me see what that person is up to. That person's name is David Hogg. He is the Youth Democratic National Committee Youth Coordinating Council, right?
Yeah.
Yes, David Hogg. I'm just going to look at his Instagram and see what he's been up to.
Okay, let me see.
David Hogg. Let me see if he's unboxing stuff as well. The man made sure he mentioned the Slim.
Oh,
Look at co-founder and president, leaders we deserve, co-founder and board member, March for Our Lives.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Look at this guy's Instagram page. I'm not even clicked on anything. Just look at his Instagram page. The guy is walking.
Impactful work. Yeah.
The guy is walking. Look at his Instagram. You can just tell. Look at what he's doing. He has his own platform. The guy is just walking. Oh man, Steve. The problem now is
cooked.
Look at this guy. He's walking. 219,000 followers. He's just walking.
Yeah.
The last post he has is Teen Vogue quoting him. David Hogg. Democrats have a courage problem and need strong primary challengers to survive.
Yeah.
That's the last thing. Do you understand? The other one, he put out a reel. It says Republicans just voted unanimously to block the release of the Epstein. The guy is just content. content.
On his agenda, yeah.
Yes, on his own agenda, the DNC. So, my brother, you see what the APC National Youth Chairman is doing. You can see what he's doing.
I'm still trying to think about the concept of this gaming house or whatever, this youth center. And the idea behind it, the idea behind equipping it with like video games, snooker, tennis. I'm forcing myself to see a positive. I think there's something there, but I don't think it's been done properly.
Steve, you see when you do these things, when you do these things, it fucking annoys me. When you do stuff like this, it fucking annoys because I don't know if
because we have youth,
just trying
we have youth centers.
Or you truly believe. I genuinely believe you don't believe these things. But I'm worried at times when you tweet things like this or you put it in the message group and or you are saying these things. I'm worried at times that does Steve really believe what he's saying? Or is this just trolling? I'm serious. And that's half of the time when you write something, I don't respond.
Yeah, I know you ignore me. I know.
because I don't know if you are trolling or you believe it. So I don't know how to respond.
What was the last one that I did that you ignored me? You put
Is this
something
afternoon? I sent the David on there thing and you said something. You totally ignored what I was saying and the point I was making to say some bullshit. And I just looked at it and I said, you know what? I'm not going to give this guy the satisfaction of a response. I'm not going to do it. Now you are trying to make a case for the APC National Youth Chairman in a country of 200 million.
Oh God.
It's
buying video games. I already admitted that something is off here.
I'm
just trying to look at the idea of a youth center, what it's supposed to be equipped with, the learning abilities there, the networking. But I understand what you're trying to say. I'm not seeing it. I'm struggling to look for it, but I'm not seeing it. So I give up. I give up.
I should come to Dayo Israel's page and be so inspired that I want to join the
exactly.
APC.
They want to join. Yeah, true.
The CEO,
that makes sense. Yeah.
The owner of Sporting Lagos Football Club, launched a football club, put out one video, and signed up founding members all over the world. Including myself.
Including
Do you understand
you.
what I'm saying?
I remember. Yeah.
He put out one video, and almost everybody I knew signed up as if I had to use money, parted with money.
I bought a jersey that day. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My guy is unboxing PS5. The APC National, bro, we just went to the DNC National, the DNC youth chairman, youth leader, and we've seen what he's doing. The guy is boxing I'm going to put this video in the show notes because you guys need to see how excited he is.
To his defense, you're not his target market. To be very honest, you are not. You have critical thinking. You can't deceive you. So I don't think he's targeting you. This thing is going to inspire a lot of people.
Well, we're done.
I was just joking. I cooked, man. I cooked the best.
Oh
my God. Oh, what else do you have in your docket? What else do you have in your docket?
P1 Real Estate Company.
I never knew that. I never knew you because when you said in the group that you used to, like anytime you see the guy on Instagram, you start laughing. I never knew you see him on Instagram or you know about like the P1 Real Estate Company.
Yeah, Scott Iguma. Shout out Scott Iguma, the VDM of real estate. Bro, I had so much. I won't say I had so much fun. Man got arrested, but like there was there was almost like an Avengers thing going on where there was like a crossover because VDM
influencers,
VDM came in and sat in the car and did the whole P1 thing
and did the whole thing.
This was like Captain America and Iron Man. That's how I looked at it. But anyways, let me see if I can find the video of the. Okay, you guys don't know what is going on. Let me give you guys context. Right? There's a. Will you call him an activist? But
I call him a real estate activist.
There's a gentleman. His name is Scott Iguma, right? And basically talks about how shabby and how much of a joke, right?
Real estate industry.
Real estate business. The real estate industry is, most especially in Lagos.
In Lagos,
yeah. So he talks about it: badly built homes or overpriced and overvalued houses, and overvalued properties. He also he highlights them, and he's moved from there, and he has I mean, last week or 2 weeks ago, he was on Sujimoto's case. Apparently, according to Mr. Iguma, Sujimoto had not paid his staff, and then he put public shame and pressure, which is the fastest way to get anybody to do anything, by the way. Public
Yeah.
shame. And he paid his staff and all that. But he's been on these P1 real estate companies as for a minute, right? Apparently, they haven't been selling lands. He says they've been selling receipts, etc., etc. And so he's been on it, for several weeks. Apparently, he got arrested by the
Yeah.
police, right?
Yeah.
On behalf of P1 Real Estate Company.
Allegedly. I don't think they have they confirmed it. I'm not sure. Did they confirm that they arrested him?
There's an Arise interview.
I saw that interview. I didn't. Yeah, with an
with
executive. An executive.
I think it's even the CEO, but I'm going to pull
Wow.
it out now. This just reminds me of the whole lady that
the tomato
reviewed
lady, Abby.
they reviewed the Erisco tomato puree, and then the CEO came on Arise. Arise seems to be the go-to place where all of them just.
But
go.
no, I think I heard that the journalists gave it to the journalists were really tough with the questions.
Yes.
I saw the conversation on Twitter. I didn't follow up, Sha.
Okay, so the acting group managing director of P1, Professor Julius Oyedemi, came on to discuss what is going on. So let's listen to him. This is after the arrest of Scott Iguma.
P1, like I said, we are doing everything meaningful in my capacity and with other top executives to make sure that Scott is not our enemy.
Let's go. You spoke about his scuffle.
Okay.
Can you explain that? What do you mean his scuffle?
Allegedly.
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 Oh, okay, allegedly. I see.
So I didn't
okay.
I wasn't her.
Let's
move forward. Now that Scott is, in the custody and the case by the police has been filed in court.
Okay.
Have you been formally invited by the EFCC, or are you expecting an invitation based on the 130 petitions that is submitted to the EFCC, for which is supplied proof that those things have been submitted? Have you been invited, or are you expecting an invitation?
We're expecting invitation.
Okay. Are you in court with any of those people who made those allegations for which Scott has approved the EFCC?
No, we're not. We're
You're
not in
court
court.
with
We're
any
not
of
in
them.
court with any of them.
All right, first of all, this dude needs to go and needs to go for evening walks. Do you hear how he was breathing?
Breathing, yeah.
Yeah, man, I didn't like that. Should go and check himself out too.
Yeah.
All right, so my question about this is very simple. How does the police get to just arrest somebody? Why can't this be a civil case where they sue Scott? Like, how is the police just readily available to pick up anybody?
Yeah,
and then remand you in custody.
In pre-custody. That's just what the Nigerian police are known for. Like it's that tool for oppression at this point. You have money, you can pay them to oppress anybody as long as that person does not have the financial power, like as the person who's making the first claim. So it's just for the Nigerian police is available to the highest bidder, and that's just it's a disgrace. And what should you do? But officially, the Nigerian police released a statement about Scott Iguma. I didn't see any statement, did they? So
No, I didn't.
I didn't. It's just all media reports, and it's sad that you arrested somebody like that, someone that is like say social media influencer, popular on social media, and you've allowed a speculation everywhere. You've not officially come out to say this is why we're arresting him. This is the case against him. We've charged the case to court. Why is he in custody? Why is he not being bailed on the day he was arrested? You know, and it's just sad, to be very honest. And it reminds you, things like this is a constant reminder of the kind of country that we're living and the kind of country Nigeria is. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's painful, it's shameful, but what can we do?
Yeah, talking about something that's shameful. Do you want to hear this one? The Faculty of Dentistry, right? College of Medicine, University of Nigeria, Ituku, Ozala, Enugu, also known as UNN. They have put out a special appeal for financial support. They need medical and the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria accreditation exercise. So apparently, for them to complete their accreditation exercise, they need a total of 38.8 million naira, right? Because they need 10 phantom heads at 3.7 million naira.
Yeah.
per 2 in one head, one central
Yeah.
compressor for new phantom heads, 8.2 kVA generator for the new lab. Did you hear that?
Yes, generator for the new lab. Yeah, because there's no
10 air
lights.
conditioners at 800,000 naira, 2 horsepower with the kits, 6 Bunsen burners, lab shelves for students and articulators, prosthetic lab table with granite top, 6 cabinet lockers for the officers, relocation of prosthetic lab and plaster room to Tet Fund building, and of course, community outreach bus. That one, they didn't even put the cost in there. I don't think they've even factored it. So they reached out to, Alex Onia now, the founder
Yeah,
of
the
Educare.
education guy. Yeah.
Yes, so he put it out, right?
Was it?
You know what is funny? Do
Yeah.
you know what is funny in the whole thing?
Yeah.
An institution owned by the
Federal
Nigerian
institution.
government, a federal
Yeah.
institution owned by the federal government, is
Yeah.
about to lose its
It's
accreditation
accreditation for a
from
very
guess who?
important.
From guess who?
Yeah.
Guess who they're about to lose the
From the
accreditation
federal government.
From the federal government's owned regulatory body for not
Yeah.
being well equipped by guess who?
The federal government.
bro, I'm telling you, this, and you're telling me we're not in a simulation. Did you hear that?
Oh my God.
An institution owned by the federal government is about to lose its own accreditation from a federal government-owned regulatory body for not being well equipped by the federal government.
By the federal government.
Are we not? So who do we need here now? 38 million. We need Peter Obi.
Yeah. I think he has given them 15 million or so. I'll be 5 million. I can't remember.
Because apart from the 50 million he gave those people in Edo State, I think he came here and gave some people money.
He came here and gave them money. And he said, he tweeted that he was going to, he's appealing to people to help them.
So now the governor of Enugu State is going to come out and say what? That his security is not assured in the state.
I don't know. If the governor of Edo State can say it, the governor of Enugu State can as well say it.
And this is where those APC minders, right, and all the people who always come out and say support, blah, 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 and, attack anybody who is critiquing the government, they kind of just always, when it comes to the other things, right, when they see a point to make, they come and quote it and make their point. They always evade stuff like this. They never even come close to it.
They never, no, of course, his agenda, it doesn't suit the agenda. It doesn't. So they just step it and move on. Move on to the next agenda. The North will remember.
Also, you saw that they briefly detained this guy, Dambelo, when he came back from China. The satirist.
Oh, for real?
They detained him now in Kano State.
Oh.
They detained him briefly, but they now freed him after.
They freed him.
Yeah, but they detained him, and I'm sure they threatened him.
I didn't even see that. I didn't see that. That's interesting.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know. See, bro, I don't know.
This dentistry thing, was there 2 cases of dentistry departments having a problem? Because I saw another school that said they are at risk of they've lost their accreditation, and
I think it's this UN. I think it's this.
Are you sure it's not Unical?
Oh, Unical too. Let me
confirm.
check. I'm checking as well. Unical then. Unical dentistry students brouhaha. Universities are slaughterhouses. Unical VC pledges to resolve dentistry issues over admission crisis.
Yeah.
Dentistry. Unical VC vows to resolve quota crisis before leaving office. Over 300 dentistry students risk expulsion from Unical over admission crisis. Oh my God, admission crisis. Oh my God.
Yes. So the thing is, I think they over-admitted.
This thing is so
they over-admitted
triggering
students and they've lost their accreditation. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, let me read the story. About 300 undergraduates at the Faculty of Dentistry and Dental Surgery, University of Calabar, are on the verge of being sent away from the institution. Some affected students, the nation learned that some of the students are in their final year. Some affected students who shared their predicament on X and others who spoke with a reporter explained the controversy stemmed from claims that the university admitted more students than the number officially accredited by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. The affected students, some of whom are in their 4th and 5th years of study, said they were recently issued letters summoning them for a meeting regarding what school authorities described as non-regular admissions.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even want to continue reading this story. Bro.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And you know what's heartbreaking about this is that you can be in this situation, you can be in this predicament as a Nigerian, and there's nobody to help you.
Bro, what is help? How is someone? What
it's
is
not
help
even
here?
Yeah. Do you understand? Like, you are toying with people's future.
Some people are in their 4th and 5th years.
4th, 5th year. Yeah.
Steve, do you know what this is?
Yeah.
Oh man, fuck. Somebody said, one of the students said, this is our 4th year in the program. We've paid fees, done clinicals, passed courses, and now they're telling us we shouldn't have been admitted. We are not the ones that approved the admission quota.
Exactly.
Bro, they're not going to refund these people's money.
They're not nothing.
You can't refund the time anyways, which is even more expensive than money.
Exactly. You can't even refund the time anyway, which is more important and more expensive than money. Exactly. It's just, it's crazy. Just imagine the mental stress like these students will be going through.
All the students should be put on suicide watch.
Thank you.
They should be put on suicide watch. We've seen people fail JAMB and kill themselves. Bro, do you know what it is to go 4 to 5 years in school?
In a university. And not just in any course, in dentistry.
Oh man. I don't even know.
And so these are obviously intelligent people. Intelligent students.
Oh God.
Come on, man.
I don't even know how to feel for them.
It's sad now.
Oh,
somebody broke it down on Twitter. He said there are 6 classes in total at Unica Dental School. 5 of those classes have about 100 students or more. 1 class has about 45 students. Only 10 students can graduate per class. The former provost had a daughter in the school. He withdrew her last year and moved her to another school. This year, the other students are being informed that they cannot graduate due to the quota of the school. Most dental schools in Nigeria don't have a graduation quota of more than 30 per year. The school intentionally admitted hundreds of students, knowing that they cannot graduate even up to 200 over the next 6 years. Many of these students have spent 4 years plus in the school for a 6-year course. There's nowhere to, where do you start from? It's crazy.
Their life is in shambles.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because they've banked everything on this thing. Oh, man. Money spent. Going back to your parents to explain to your parents, this is what's happening. Can you even sue the school?
Bro, what can we do in Nigeria? Do we even know?
You know the problem with suing the school now? You sue the school, but somebody knows the judge, they kick your case out. They use police to threaten you. Do you see what happens?
Yeah.
We're living in a totally fascist system.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did you see the poster from the Association of Resident Doctors, Federal Medical Center, Butemeta?
No,
they
what
put out the poster. We urgently need your help to cover the medical bill for Dr. Essie Imo Asukwo.
Oh my God.
The Association of Resident Doctors. I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say.
Nigeria, you can't explain this country to me.
Explain Nigeria, okay? How? Well, the goal is to explain Nigeria for the person not to understand.
The person to be less confused.
Yeah, because if they understand, you didn't explain it well.
To be less confused.
I'm not even going to acknowledge this story of the video of the pastor raising the dead from Twitter. I'm not even going to acknowledge it.
Everybody was mentioning us now.
Yeah. But I don't even...
Lazarus.
Yeah. I'm not even going to mention it.
No, just play the video. I think the video is comedy.
Oh God, do we really need to play it?
Bro, how did you see the story of this astronomer guy, the CEO guy?
Good, I'm not playing that video. Okay, man. See, here's the thing, guys.
Here's the thing, guys.
Right? To be honest, if you're going to take your side piece somewhere, to be very honest, actually, a music concert is a great venue to take your side piece to.
Why is it a great venue?
It's a great, bro. It's a great. There are many people there. There are thousands of people there. Do you understand? You are literally hiding in within thousands of people. The crazy thing, who ever thought they would be putting the jumbotron on you? Do you understand what I'm saying? See, a great place to take a side piece is a concert. You can act freely. People don't know who you are.
This is not a relationship advice. I'm
This
just
is not relationship advice. This is
I'm just putting that
this
there.
is
Just
taking your
nobody
side piece.
should not take it.
Yeah, taking your side piece.
It's a form of relationship.
Like,
But they were holding each other so well. And because I'm not well experienced in this, is that how people fall? Like, is this how in love people are with their side chicks?
Let me explain something to you, right? Let me explain something because someone was explaining this thing to me. We were gisting about it, and the guy made a very strong point. That's not a young supermodel kind chick that you know what is. That woman is older. That's
the woman. That's her age. Yeah,
she's in. I think she's in her 40s, 50s.
It has to be 50s.
He really likes her.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, he really likes her. Right? My own problem is, if you really like somebody like that, then why are you just deceiving yourself? Why are you deceiving your wife? Why are you deceiving your family? That's my own point. Because it looks as if they really like each other. So why are you deceiving your wife? Why are you deceiving yourself? Why are you deceiving your family?
I think the long-term marriage and family, there's a stability to it that you can't just risk sometimes destroying because of a.
The point is that you can't eat your cake and have it.
yeah, that's true.
You gotta go. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's the thing about fam. I don't know. But guess what? We also don't know a lot of things. We don't know if
we don't know a lot of personal things. We don't know if the
couple. We don't even know if the couple are in an open marriage.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't know. We don't know if the wife said,
you can do
just
please take her to the concert. Yeah. But the woman is also married.
And the woman just joined in November, and I was checking out.
She just joined in November.
All this chief people officer, all this chief head of pronouns bullshit, right?
Whatever
we're
it
here
is.
to really, revamp the people and encourage, all that lingo bullshit speak that you just reading. Man, fuck out of here with this shit. But on a real, man, it's crazy. It's a crazy story.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I was thinking about it. I'm like, when on the positive side, what like a good marketing week for the marketing team, because the SEO, everything about the company.
Nah, it's great.
It's great. Like.
The person in charge of SEO, his numbers this month.
Exactly, because I just found out that I didn't even know that's an industry. Like, they provide data for like aviation companies and stuff like that.
I had no idea.
That's like a huge another company entirely.
The person, the SEO, the guy in charge of SEO, numbers are good this month. The growth expert, their numbers are good this month.
When you're giving your report at the end of the quarter, like, man, so this week, this month, this is a good quarter. There's a lot of traffic.
Might not have been a good quarter for some of you.
I think the guy is mentioning it, and everybody will just be looking at each other in the company and say,
"Oh, it's a great quarter for me. I hit my targets. Where's my bonus?"
Just an interesting. You decide to go to a Coldplay concert just to have fun, and you just go blown out.
And Chris Martin decided to fuck you.
To just put in. I think it was the reaction. The reaction also is what people. If they had kids, nobody would have even.
This thing is happening in seconds, bro.
That's
seconds.
True. You can't even think.
Yeah, I signed is 2020.
But during kiss cam moments in games, right, or in public like that, you should know that because I'm sitting next to because I'm sitting next to a woman that looks like my girlfriend, or we're intimate moments,
Steve,
you know.
Steve,
because
did you see how big that stadium was?
The long form.
Did you see how big that venue was? Did you see how big the venue was? That venue was big.
I know.
It's very hard
that moment,
for them
you should
to
know
think.
That.
Well, and I don't know if they were the first set of people.
For a CEO of a company that raised $240 million.
He
fuck up now.
He lose guard.
Well, let's be honest with ourselves now.
I trust my Yoruba demons.
Come on, man.
I trust my Yoruba demons. People where they carry, people where they attend their side piece wedding. Yoruba demons.
And nobody will have a clue.
Which clue? Which clue? They will even go and meet the groom of the day. Shake the groom. The side piece will say, this is
Who's
like
that?
because I work for him and something. Thank you so much for coming, sir. I also thank you. You're a lucky guy. Please, family is all we have. Oh, blah blah blah. Bro, I've been in situations where some people brought their side pieces, in their house. Some
Damn.
people see. I've been in situations where some people recommended their wife to go to their side pieces salon. I've been in, bro. I've been in situations where people brought two side pieces together to family function.
Two
Different side pieces.
Did they sit together?
I have no idea, man. No, but the two side pieces know each other, but did not know they were side pieces.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
So I've seen so only my Yoruba demons that can pull it off.
Yeah, that
And
guy.
there's a
that
level
guy
of
is-
there's a
so
level.
many rookie mistakes from that guy.
Yes, it
Come
was
on.
a lot of rookie mistakes. First of all, the hugging, the whole thing was happening.
Yeah, in the
Yes, CEO
public, you don't
of
have
a
like
multi
CEO
of
of a
a
company now.
company like that, of a
Come on,
unicom. Come on,
man.
man. Get where you go move now. First
Uh-uh.
of all, if I'm on that level, I'm not even at the Coldplay concerts. I don't care.
I'm not even going. Okay,
But if
okay.
I'm
Let's just
even
say
if
I
I'm
love
a- if
music
I'm
too
a-
much. I'm
if I'm
going,
a,
but I'm not doing
I'm,
that.
if I'm even at a Coldplay concert, right?
Yeah,
I'm in a private box.
I'm a private box. Yeah, that was a private
Camera
box.
can't
To
get
be
to me.
honest,
Was that
that
a
was a
private
private
box?
box. It
They all
was, I'm
love
sure.
people in the background. Though.
There's a lot of people in the background too, sure.
Yeah.
But you don't know the setting of the concert or something like that. But yeah, it's crazy
True.
though. It's crazy.
True. All I'm
It's
saying is
crazy.
that, come on, man.
It's crazy.
Men, we have to do better.
Yeah. Let's end with
Yeah.
that. We have to do better. Let's end
Do
that
better
conversation with that.
Let's just end it like that. All right, man. Let's just end it like that. All right, man, guys. I think we'll do all the music stuff when Ayo is back.
Let's end the podcast like that. If that's what my intention was, let's end the conversation like that. Like, let's do better in terms of like the
Yes,
conversation
let's do
about the
better.
astronomer guy. Yeah, that's fine.
I have one.
Yeah.
I have one topic to quickly talk about. I don't think we discussed this yet, but this was from Emeka Mbah.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And if you guys don't know Emeka Mbah, he was the former DG. Yes, he was the former Director General of the National Broadcasting Commission from 2013 to 2016, right? That is who Emeka Mbah is.
Yeah.
And even before that, he previously held the position of Director General at the Nigerian Film and Video Censors Board from 2005 to 2013. You understand? This is OG. So he put up something on Twitter a few weeks ago, and I would love to read it. He said, "Please change the channel. A silent crisis of identity. Been meaning to write about the viewing habits of our public officials. Walk into the office of a Nigerian governor or senior official and glance at the television. Odds are you'll find it tuned to CNN or BBC, streaming international news round the clock. It's a curious yet persistent reality in our public spaces. From government buildings to airport lounges, hotels to eateries, foreign news channels dominate the screens. For me, there's something deeply unsettling about walking into the office of a Nigerian governor or senior government official only to see CNN or BBC blaring from the television 24 hours a day. Not channels, not AIT, not TVC, not Arise. Not even the station from their own state. It's almost always a foreign TV channel, and that for me is a big issue. Why are public institutions addicted to foreign news channels? Why do our elected officials, those charged with representing Nigerian interests, consume global news filtered through Western lenses while ignoring the vibrant media landscape at home? Unless, of course, they or their surrogates at television discussing politics or the next election. After that, it's back to CNN. I have nothing against CNN, but it will be amusing to see a US senator watching Arise TV as often as we consume CNN broadcasts. As a broadcaster who has worked in regulation and public policy, I concede that I have a vested interest and I wear it proudly. Because this isn't just about eyeballs on screen. It is about narrative control and cultural sovereignty, about national consciousness, about what stories shape our reality. There are plenty of quality local TV channels in Nigeria. AIT channels, Arise, TVC, News Central, Africa Independent Television, Afia TV, and many more. Whilst we may assume some of our TV channels of political of what we assume of TV channels of political bias and nothing enough and not doing enough to cover stories that impact on our people like security, economy, etc. But still, platforms tell our stories, reflect our struggles, celebrate our wins, and interrogate our feelings. They bring our people and our leaders into the same living room. That's something no foreign channel can do, no matter how slick the graphics or how global the accents. When every airport lounge, hotel lobby, government reception, and restaurant is tuned to CNN or BBC by default, that's not neutrality, it's cultural programming. It's the
Yeah.
slow and steady normalization of the idea that foreign is superior. That's what's happening over there matters more than what's happening here. That our voices are not enough. Our FCT minister's regular media chat might appear trifling, but it serves a good purpose, providing a platform for regular and important engagement for our various news outlets. I must commend the VIP lounge at Enugu Airport, which consistently airs local channels. It's a small gesture but a powerful one. Will be great to have other public spaces across Nigeria doing the same. Let's be clear, there's no such thing as a truly international news channel. CNN and BBC have editorial slants shaped by the interest of their home governments, corporations, and audiences. Their coverage is not neutral, it is curated, crafted, spun. When our public officials and elite class consume those narratives exclusively, they are subconsciously aligning with foreign priorities. That widens the gap between them and the citizens they serve. It reinforces dependency. It's like waking up every morning to polish the very chains that bind us. This may seem like a minor issue in the grand scheme of governance, but small things have big consequences. A dripping tap may not flood a house, but over time it will rot the foundation. So too does this daily diet of foreign media quietly erode national confidence, narrative control, and media sustainability. Let's change the channel. Let's get our ministries, parastatals, airports, and schools to watch Nigerian news made by Nigerians for Nigerians.
Brilliant. Bro, it's
Very,
brilliant.
very well said.
Let me tell you something. So at my office here, I always see the screen at the reception. I've never paid attention to it. But subconsciously, in my mind, is CNN. Do you understand? Like, it's just CNN. It's CNN. That's just what's in my mind. So every time I pass through it, anytime I go to the reception, I look at it briefly, I just pass. I've never made an attempt to look at it take a minute look to watch what are they even watching. So I did that I think last week, and I saw that it was like a local TV channel, like it was a Canadian TV channel. And I was like, oh, it's not, so in my mind, I'm like, it was not CNN. Then I started walking towards my desk, and something now asked me, why would you think it's CNN? That's what I asked myself. Did you get it? Why would you think it's CNN? So listen to this name now is why I thought it was CNN. Do you understand what I'm saying? Wow. Because it's what I was accustomed to in Nigeria. Yeah. It's like, bro, you go to banks.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Go to banks, CNN.
I remember going into GT Bank and it was CNN that was on the TV.
So
it makes no sense.
Was why exactly. So that's why I asked myself that question. I didn't respond instantly. Listening to you, hearing you read out these tweets, just explained why I thought it was CNN, because it was just what I was accustomed to everywhere. Zenith Bank. I just remember because I used to go to UBA Bank a lot, especially in my last year in Nigeria. Going to that bank in Okota is always CNN. Always CNN.
What are you watching? What are we watching? We're not watching
especially
anything.
For government officials. Like in the media, TV stations, the media is a way for you to connect, to even stay in touch with the people you are listening to. Do you get? So, man, But to be very fair, they read a lot of newspapers. That's why you go to government offices, you see a bunch of newspapers, and they pay a lot for it. You see like yearly subscriptions for like Guardian. They tell you it's so million and stuff like that. Do you get? So it's one of the ways like print used to make a lot of money back in the days. I don't know if it still happens, but they read a lot of newspapers. But let's see, Sha. But I think at home they do, especially the federal government offices, because Wiki talks about like watching Rotimi on channels. That today I'm going to channels to talk about. I'm going to channels because Rotimi went yesterday and stuff like that. But it's such an important thing that he just mentioned. I think also like national identity. How do you establish that if you're not even listening to and watching local media stations and stuff like that?
Well, I guess with the very hard work of the new executive director of the NTA, we'll be seeing some changes.
Everybody.
Why are you laughing?
Oh God.
Everybody knows what they do.
Everybody knows what they do.
Everybody knows what they happen, Abi.
I did tell you. Oh
my God.
I really listened to the Burna album. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, so the Burna album, I've only listened to it once.
Same.
Right? So I don't have a
it didn't stand out. Yeah.
A thorough review. But what I listened to, it's like this sound Burna-ish.
Yeah, it's
quality of some of the things I was hearing.
Yeah.
There's a chink in his armor now.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. He's been on a terrific run.
Yeah.
So
I think
this doesn't.
Is either a break or a shift from this whole template.
Yeah.
That's needed at this point to drive a major conversation again about his music. Do you understand?
He needs to bring it back home.
Yeah, he needs to.
He needs to bring it back home. I wasn't feeling it that well, Sha. I won't lie.
To be very honest,
I wasn't feeling it that well. I didn't, but I just listened to it once. But I'll listen to it again this week, so we can talk about it next week.
Alrighty. No problem.
Yeah, I think it's a wrap, man. I have other bookmarks to just.
Let's do one or two. No fanmail at all. Have you read?
No, there's fanmail, but we're going to do fanmail for next week.
Are you sure?
Yes, no.
Okay. Can't even read 1 or 2, 3.
No, it's just people abusing me about Christianity.
Oh.
But I think we have. Let me see. We have one. Just before I put that in the one, I want to read this. The federal government has inaugurated a new passport front office in Abuja, specifically designed to fast-track passport processing
VIP.
For senior public officials and tackle persistent delay in access. Why not just fix the current office so that it's...
No, I think one of the major problems we've had is our VIPs have not had like quick access to passports. So I think this is needed.
Oh, you mean people with privilege?
Oh God, Nigeria.
Guys,
we're making everything easy for everybody.
We're reading fanmail next week. We'll do all the fanmails next week.
Yeah, no problem. Makes sense.
Yeah, but this was a good one. I want to thank everybody for tuning in again. You guys are the best. Please, 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 if you are listening and you haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe. People keep asking, oh, what happens to this episode on Spotify? Guys, Spotify just takes down this thing at times because we play people's music. So the artist might have a new publishing partner, and they just scrape the internet again and say, oh, why is this song played on this? Take it off.
On this spot, yeah.
So if you want to get true experience, like Apple Podcasts is there forever, YouTube is there forever. But Spotify does those takedowns in a while. They took down some episodes from last year recently, and I always get all the notification. So sorry guys.
And we have to continue to play music. We still want to be playing music on the podcast.
Of course. Music is life. Music is life, my brother.
It is.
Music is life. All right. I am going to leave you in the hands of my fellow Bini brother since Monday Okpebolo.
He's acting wild.
Yeah, he's acting wild. Let's put a soundtrack to it. What do you think?
Shoddy fucking puppy, the president of
One day, Okpebolo just played this song in the background while he was threatening Peter.
Many, my amigo, Balotelli, ladies taking me photo, paparazzi, Don Julio, Don Diami, Ekumedo, lao, ni pestaza lao, azametra lao, yeah, lao, Ekumedo, lao, ni pestaza lao, azametra lao, yo lao, yeah, lao, yeah, yo lao, yeah, lao, yeah, lao, yeah. It's not the way I see me here because of the way I talk to
You're now listening to News Talk.
Minister of Enjoyment, it's a continental, monumental, we go live forever.